Our tanks is.
Coming at you.
Boys. Dicks erect.
Hard dicks coming
Hard
at you.
dicks coming at you.
Coming at
Hello.
Yeah. Well, started with big dick energy and then it just tapered off
Tapered
there.
off to little D.
We just blew our load all there right at the beginning. Like that fire hydrant.
Wait, what?
That Onion article I sent during the week. I laughed my ass off at it and then
No one else did.
no one else did. Jonathan did. That's okay.
He gave you a sympathy laugh.
Appreciate good humor.
Yeah. Pretty childish. All right. Pretty childish.
Was it?
Well, yeah, it was about children.
That's true. It was more about a fire hydrant.
I'll be honest, I didn't read it, so...
Wow. You do struggle to read.
Y'all see that that Reddit joke thing that I posted? Like, like, what is it in like Mongolian or something? The saying or what Slovakia, the saying for like whenever your work or your boss does too much of a workload, like it translates to they're running me through the dick forest with a wide open mouth.
Yes, I saw that. I laughed at it extensively.
Running through a dick forest with a wide open mouth.
Sharp penis coming through. That's what I always say.
Surprising how well that works.
Yeah, we'll clear a crowd out. We'll clear a crowd out. When did you send this?
Like last night or something.
Last night. She said. I don't see anything
Might
from
not have
you.
sent it to you.
It seems like you didn't send it to us.
It was to my other group of friends in the group chat on Facebook Messenger.
I'm not seeing it, man.
Oh, yes. They learned that the profane Hungarian response, being given an unreasonably heavy workload, is something, or they chased me into the dick forest with a wide open mouth.
It's a strong saying. Can't believe you didn't send it to us, James. It's fucked up. No.
I forget. Are you sure I didn't send it to you? Yes. Might check again. I think it probably there.
I just scrolled through it. It wasn't there. Unless you
Oh.
just sent it.
No.
Let's see. Oh, look at that.
What do I have
You
a-
must have looked over it.
Oh, it's now the most recent thing.
Yeah, there hadn't been much activity.
Huh, well, we sent messages earlier today about the fantasy league.
I blame the internet.
Okay.
It's your inferior phone.
My phone is superior. Got a broken screen right now.
Oh, how'd that happen?
Well, I dropped it onto rocks.
Ooh.
Lots of caliche out there, you know. Was walking in to have a nice meal at Katie's barbecue.
Yeah.
I was holding it in my hand as such, along with my work phone beneath it. Someone like did something crazy in the parking lot, and I was like, "Look, Jonathan!" And I did that, and because I was holding two phones and I didn't actually have a grip on my phone, it fell and it landed like this on the rocks, and I was like, "Well, that's gonna be broken."
That sucks.
And sure enough, it was broken.
I've spoken it into existence. Manifested it.
I did not manifest.
Everybody says manifest one more
I
time.
know. That's like the most annoying
Fucking
thing on
leave
this
him.
season of Big Brother. It's like, Jesus.
I love the whole Christy losing field trip. Like, everyone must have manifested this.
I haven't been watching it at all, really. I just been like reading on the Reddit.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, whoa. What was I looking for here? Oh, yeah. Sorry. Should have opened up all my tabs before we started. I know this is quality content.
Oh, have we started?
Yeah.
Don't forget the name generator.
Sure, because you were
That's what I'm opening right now. Gotta be prepared for people asking for names. Any random fucking NPC that walks by.
Hey, what's your name?
Excuse me, sir, what's your name?
You look like a...
You right here. What's your name?
We're having a survey. What's your name?
We're having a survey today. Every person I see, I want to see how many names are duplicate.
We've got a petition going on. Please sign here.
X.
Site information. Open my OneNote. Okay. So, last time, Iron Lich Gaming. That's us. We played Dungeons and Dragons.
Sure do.
It was fun. And that's the recap of last week. All right, so
On to this.
no,
I am missing health and don't remember why.
well, y'all got in a fight.
Oh yeah. Blue man.
So last time, y'all continued
man.
investigating the murders of the Triton population in Thorley. Your investigations led you to a very racist bar. They were not very nice. They didn't like other races, such as like Tritons, but they were down with all humans.
Found that out.
Yeah.
It's too extreme. Too
Yeah,
racially extreme.
you were
for the
just
racists.
far too extreme. But you learned that the people there kind of supported the killings, but they weren't necessarily a part of it. But they were grateful for it. And then through some investigation of the murder scene where Trimbus had died, you found these white streaks on the ground. And through some research, you learned it was from the Olmonix plant that saps strength of people. And through further investigation, you found out that this only grows underwater, leading y'all to believe that perhaps it was a Triton that was doing this. You learned that people were coming from the Silverfin when they were leaving. That bar is when they would get attacked. So y'all came up with a plan with another Triton that he would sit at the bar at night by himself and then leave, and y'all would spring this trap. And sure enough, the killer appeared. Y'all hid on the rooftops, blocked off the access to the sea. Y'all fought and wanted to take him alive, but didn't quite work out.
Damn sneak attack.
Damn sneak attack, and then the thunder damage poof, on top of it from Booming Blade killed them. Upon unmasking the assailant, you found them to be an air genasi, or a water genasi. Not air genasi, water genasi. You spoke with Koros, the ambassador for the Triton people. You learned long ago about the war between the water genasi and the Tritons in the city that they have now, Alhorsath. That's a hard word to say. Why did I name it that? But
Underwater.
right. You learned that long ago there was a portal crossing to the elemental plane of water, and they blocked that off in their city. And now it seems like maybe these water genasi are trying to weaken the Triton population, possibly put them at war with the city of Thorley, so that maybe they could reopen this portal here. And that was last session. Now we are on this session. Welcome.
Did we
We back at the hotel.
go to
Yeah.
bed?
Y'all went back there.
Went back.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's that stuff that he was carrying? Have you had time to look at it?
Not yet. I know one of these things is a focus, but I'm not sure what the rod is just yet. So we could spend
Focus.
some.
Was that a jewel or?
It's something that, like your sword, where you help manifest your powers through. So I need to do some research and see if I can discover possibly
And
more about it.
you do that.
This is late at night, right?
Yeah.
Middle of the night.
Mm-hmm. Very late.
We'll just look more into it in the morning.
Alright.
Yeah, find out what you can. If not, we can go see the magic dealer here. He might have some information for us.
We could, if we don't have anything pressing, that is, maybe spend a week of downtime that I can study this.
Have you tried to identify it or anything yet?
Not yet. I was going to do it
No.
before bed.
We definitely need to do something with the information we found. This may just be the beginning of.
I think some time
We're
here
learning
would be
into
good
here.
for us as well because of this new development.
Might be something. Might be one of my partner's enemies. Might be something. Maybe he will give me more information about it, possibly. So, be in the middle of the night or something.
Ask your god.
God.
Hmm.
You have a partnership. Might be an opportunity for me to be stronger, to show my worth, and maybe I can get more knowledgeable and more powerful through letting him know that they're trying to do something with the water elemental
Alright.
plane. So I would.
Shall we go to our rooms and I'll sit down and identify these things, and if anything pops up I'll tell you.
Okay. I'll just go to my room and I'll try to just like picture what kind of happened in my head and kind of talk out loud and see if he hears me or if he can communicate with me or anything. I've never tried to communicate with him first,
Okay.
so I'll just kind of slowly discuss what happened and what we found.
Okay.
Gonna go to sleep.
You go to sleep. What are you doing?
I'm gonna ritually cast Identify on the rod first and then the amulet.
Okay. So you spend your 10 minutes casting Identify on the rod.
Rod first.
Would pick Rod first.
Yeah, he loves his rods.
Gotta get all the way down through the rod before we can get to the shell.
Fair enough. So, the rod is a rod of the Pact Keeper. This is a rod that was used in a pact with Olhydra. It helps warlocks.
Do I know how it helps warlocks by the Identify?
Yeah, it makes them. It's mechanically, it's similar to Wand of the War Mage. So,
Only we know a warlock.
so yeah, like that.
Okay.
It's for your own self. You know, makes their spells harder to save against.
Hmm.
Bonus to attack rolls. And they can regain a spell slot as an action while holding the rod. And use that once a long rest.
Sweet. Throw it out the window as
Alright.
hard as I can.
Break it in half and throw it off the largest bridge
You take
ever.
that rod trident and you throw it out the window, smashes through the window, and you hear, "Ah!"
Where did he get a trident?
Looking out the window, you see a man slump against the wall, blood pooling, running down his shirt. His body goes limp.
There's a little
No, I
lady.
start on the amulet.
The amulet is arcade focus.
Okay. I don't actually throw the rod.
Well, you did.
I didn't. It was a
Oh,
joke.
It was a dream.
It happened. You better go retrieve it.
I go retrieve it.
You pull the trident out of
The
the
murder
man's
weapon.
chest.
I hide the body.
Prestidigitation.
You clean up the murder scene.
Dump him in the sewer too.
Dump him in the sewer.
Those damn Tritons.
He ran that way.
And once again, Draven murders.
That was a joke.
It's canon.
It shouldn't be.
Canon.
Once I find out, that the amulet's just a focus, I'll go to Azur and knock on his door.
You knock on his door. It breaks you out of your trance.
Yes.
I just thought you might like this, and I'll hand him the rod, and I think in your hands this can be very valuable.
A rod in my hand is valuable. Sure.
Gotta make money.
I
somehow.
trust you.
All right. Well, good night. And I'll leave the room.
So you have this trident's about this long. Head's maybe this big or so. It's made out of like a silverish
Okay,
metal.
so
Manganese.
Manganese.
Stainless steel.
Yeah. It's
try
like
to,
very high quality.
I'll try to. I'll do it in the morning. I'll go to sleep for now.
Okay, you go to sleep. All
I
right.
stay up furiously masturbating all night long.
All right.
I don't.
Roll
I
a
don't. I
performance
don't.
check.
That
I
large rod in
don't.
his hands really got him going.
I guess if you won't roll it, I'll roll it.
No.
What's
that a
your
full
performance
D4?
bonus?
I don't know.
Low.
I rolled a natural 18.
So 18.
Wow. Which part do you enjoy more, the giving or the taking?
Do you stick a finger in your butthole?
No, it was a joke. I go to sleep.
Y'all
Clean
hear
up
from
after
Draven's room as he fucking just jerks off furiously for hours. He just was able to hold himself back, and you hear him go, "Oh, my dick! Why is my dick bleeding?" And then he goes to sleep.
Daddy told
wake
us
up
not
with
to
a
be
sore
ashamed
penis.
of our dicks.
Prestidigitation.
As it's coming out.
Burns the wound. Alright, you wake up feeling refreshed, sore in the crotch.
I'm gonna
You wake up
go
feeling hit
downstairs.
points returned.
I feel fresh.
Sweet.
I will.
Pour me a nice morning ale.
Yeah.
Hair of the dog, will it be? It's the Drinky Crow Show, Drinky Crow. I'm Drinky Crow, and that's Uncle Gabby.
No, I'm Drinky Crow, and you're Uncle Gabby.
So wrong. You ever watch the Drinky Crow Show? Oh, it's a good show.
Blows his brains out every
Yeah,
episode.
always kills himself.
Okay. So why is it still going?
I'm gonna
Make you
try
dead?
to.
It's not so good.
What's on the agenda today?
Well,
I'd like to get some. You go to the leather shop.
Did
I believe.
you attune to that item?
You have not yet. Unless
Not yet.
I think
Why
you
not?
should. I think it would benefit you
a
greatly.
+1
Um,
Rod of the Pact Keeper.
I'm going to go to the library and see if I can do some research.
I'm gonna go talk to the Federation, let them know the news that we found out, make sure they can get it to the head of the family. What's his name?
The king. Winston? No.
Winston? Weston?
Fucking
Weston's the
unfortunate naming
Federation.
incident with these two. It's Weston Thorley.
No
is
way it could
the
have been
patriarch.
avoided.
It's King Thorley, of course.
King Thorley.
You want to just meet back here? I'm gonna go find a leather shop.
And Imperator.
Other shop.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to
Imperator
get
Marvel.
a holster of some sort on my hip for this. Maybe on my back or something.
There's no way it could have been avoided. Fuck you. So much stuff to keep track of in here.
Off to see Winston
Thorley, the
No.
king.
Wanna see the other
Winston Marvell.
one. Winston Marvell.
You can refer to him as Imperator Marvell.
Imperator Winston.
On my way to the library, I would like to look for any tridents.
Captain Marvell.
Tridents or
Yeah.
Tritons?
Tridents.
All right. You see several as you're walking.
I'll stop one.
The
Hello,
child.
What you doing in my waters?
Not fishing.
Why is this hook in my head, mother liquor?
Sir.
You seen my downstairs mix-up?
No.
They're all wearing kilts.
I'm old student.
I just wanted to ask you, what's your name, sir?
Greg.
Damn it.
That's very strange for a Triton.
It's a family name.
Is it?
All the men in my family have been named Greg.
Do you...
I'm Greg. My dad's old Greg. His
your-
dad's older Greg.
your
My
Your-
son's a new Greg.
people have access to pressure capsules?
Pressure capsules. It's not something we need. So, no.
I didn't know if any of your kind might be merchants for such items. For the
No, we
surface
don't
dwellers.
tend to sell them and invite surface folk to our city. City. That is the word I said.
City under the
City.
sea.
We live under the sea,
Alright.
where life is wetter. Oh no, it's better. Take it from me.
Under the sea.
I take it from you. Do you know where the mining federation is, or the mining company that's
That way.
that way? Alright. I appreciate it, and I'll continue on
Like,
to the library.
yeah, he points you over there. You can see like this tall building. It's bigger than a lot of the other surrounding houses near it. I'm all Greg!
And I walk the opposite way to the library.
Thank you, friend. Thank you.
Peace among words.
So he walks to the library. What are y'all doing?
Going to see Winston Marvell.
Winston Marvell.
Captain Marvell.
Imperator Marvell.
It is imperative I see you, Imperator.
He draws his sword. If I hear that pun one more fucking time. Jesus. Yes. How may I help you? What are y'all? Oh, sentinels, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Sentinels. Huh?
Sentinel. How may I be of service?
Well, we've uncovered quite a twist in this dastardly murder case that we've been investigating.
We'll shout it.
It seems that we've
That was a twist and shout reference. Go ahead.
we ran into the killer last night.
Oh.
Turned out to be a water genasi.
Interesting.
Yes, we attempted to apprehend him, but he was too weak and quite a pussy, and
Oh.
died under the the barrage of our magic.
More strain than he could bear.
You're not here.
This is Dark Holiday reference.
You can't talk if you're not in the scene.
Oh.
You shut your goddamn mouth over there until
Quiet
I
on
return
the
to the
set.
fucking nerd plays in the library.
Sorry.
I'll black your face out in this. Put a big block
That's
on your head.
racist, Drew. You can't black my face out on stream.
It's art.
All right. So, anyways. You can't win. So. So. I'm sorry. So anyways.
Yes, anyways.
Get fucked. Get fucked. Just turn your goddamn camera off.
Oh no. Where has Draven gone? No cameras in the library.
No cameras in the library. Anyways, back to our regularly scheduled program. Yes, I heard the words you just said, but please repeat them.
Yes, it seems the killer was a water
Weak
genasi.
pussy. Water genasi. Yes.
Great giant pussy of a water genasi.
Right. So that's a twist.
Yes, it seems they might be trying to start a battle or something. I'm not sure why they're trying to create a discord here on land between the Tritons and the people here of
Thorley.
people of Thorley. But it seems like he
You know what day it is?
serves a different purpose.
What month? What year? Sir, I think you might have a concussion.
I may.
Anyways.
I took a hard hit on the head.
It happens.
My old helmet just didn't what it used to.
Well, as far as we know, taking hits to the head repeatedly, it's no problem. I'm sure you'll be fine. Anyways, so you don't know why they're trying to cause this discourse.
No, that's why I came to you. See if there had been, you know, anything of the history between these Genasi and the Tritons or the people here at Thorley.
Oh, I think that might be a question better for the.
We talked to Karis and she let us know, you know, a little bit of the history of their people and the fights that they had before.
What did she say about it?
Seems that back in the day they had a great war between their people, and I guess the Tritons were successful at closing off a portal to the water elemental realm.
Okay. So you think they're trying to start this old war back up?
Well, this Genasi had some artifacts that would lead me to believe that he was a warlock of sorts. We may be dealing with some sort of cult that is
Interesting.
trying to re-access the portal
So
to
you
the
don't.
water elementals.
You think this was just the tip of the spear, then?
There's no doubt in my mind he was not working alone. He was
Good.
definitely not a lone agent.
All right. So
Doubt this would be the
what are
end
your
of the killings, or even if this was just the first step in their plan.
What is your plan for this? Do you plan on aggressively pursuing this or waiting for another opportunity?
Well, if I could find information on the whereabouts of any other water genasi civilizations around here, colonies, that might give us something that we can go on, but as for now, we've captured the killer and killed him himself. Maybe that news alone will stem the tide of the bad waters that are growing between these people.
Yeah, news of this defeat for them could set them back, or it could make them
Or bold.
More bold, yes. Water Genasi, you could certainly check the bay area here, maybe on the north side.
Are they seen
city?
often in this area?
Not normally, no. It's quite surprising that you found one to be at the heart of this. You might get one passing here and there, but there's none that live in the city.
And they usually don't cause any trouble when they pass through.
Not normally. They might come in and sell some goods and then leave. I assume, I'm sure there's some that live in the region somewhere. Rivers, bay areas, lakes, ponds. I don't know, wherever fish people like to live.
A lot of water around here. That doesn't narrow it down.
There is a lot of water around here. So, I don't know. I mean, if they're attacking the Tritons here, they must be somewhere nearby.
Well, we'll see if you could make sure this information gets to Thorley.
Well, I will speak to the king and let him know about your progress that you're making.
If there's any other things that we can help with, just let us know. If not, I think we will continue to.
This sounds
Try to
like
weed
a
out
rather
this.
dastardly plot here, I feel like. And again, solving these murders was your primary goal here. You were trying to gain the favor of King Thorley, correct?
That was it.
You solved the murder, but you discovered a greater plot.
Seems it's a plot to ignite this powder keg that's been brewing. No, he wouldn't want something like that sparking off.
Yeah, ignoring this for too long could create a bit of a chain reaction, but I'll leave it up to you. You could speak with the king yourself if you wish and say that you completed your goal, but I imagine he'd want you to continue pursuing this.
Let me speak
To
with
gain
my
his
people and
favor.
see what we can find out.
All right. Well, I'll be here.
Like-
Good day. What are you doing?
I'm trying to find like a leather shop.
A leather shop.
I'm gonna try to find like something that I can have as a belt to keep my rod like at my hip.
Like a ring, you can slide your rod in.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. Like a hammer belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say that's easy enough to find. I'd say something like that would cost a leather belt, a few silver.
Okay.
You, sir. See, now we're on your scene, so. What are you doing?
At the library studying the information that I figured out from the rod about the Leviathan cult and stuff like that.
Okay. So you're researching full Hydra, the elemental plane of water.
Yes.
Is there a
Just reading about different fish.
no?
Sharks.
Probably more so on the cult part of it.
How to raise a
itself.
clownfish.
How we're going
Okay. So reading about the cult of
the Leviathan.
the Leviathan.
Seahorse.
Yeah, the cult of
and
the.
that bait.
I'm assuming.
So you want to read about the cult of the Leviathan instead of the cult of Whole Hydra.
Oh, Hydra. Sorry,
Just making sure.
the Hydra.
Whole Hydra.
Hydra.
All Hydra.
Whole Hydra.
Hydra.
Hail Hydra.
Or Holem.
Holem balls. Oh yeah, that's a joke we all get. That fucking
Yeah,
is it.
totally understand that joke.
You're at the library, you can pick it up.
Oh.
How much time are you spending here? 10 day?
I was gonna at least spend about a week's worth of time studying this.
10 day it is. What are y'all going to be doing during
gonna-
this downtime?
I'm gonna go
They're taking a 10 day down.
try to find some contacts
Dun-dun-dun.
at like the Triton bar and stuff.
Try to find some
Uh,
capsules for us too.
Okay. Try to see if anybody has had any contact with Water Genasi colonies anywhere out in their travels at the sea or in the lakes, or
Okay. So
doing some investigation.
write this stuff down. So
I'm gonna hang out around the docks.
one sec. So Nate, what would you say is your highest priority?
Highest priority is trying to find anybody that's got a location on
Water Genasi.
Water Genasi.
Water Genasi sightings.
And going through stores as well, trying to find capsules would be
So 2 would be
second.
pressure capsules.
All right, help me with some of that.
And then, what are you doing during this time?
I want to hang around the docks, try to see if I can, like, watch out for water genasi's coming out of the
port?
yeah, like underwater.
Okay. Okay,
And
so you're like watching the waves.
Yeah, and if they do, I want to see if I can't try to follow one as long as I can.
All right, so you're staking out the docks.
And then at night, be at the tavern.
Drinking.
Well, actually, no, I can see at dark. I can see at night. So yeah, that's just my top priority, just that.
Do you have a secondary?
Bullshit with Nate and try to find capsule to go down.
Pressure capsules. Alright, and
Can I-
Draven is researching.
Yeah, and as a secondary thing that I kind of just do at night in my leisure time is I'll research materials for wands that would benefit me in the way that I'm looking for. Since I already have like a direction I want to go with it and a baseline of information.
Research. Alright. Let's take a quick break here.
Okay.
I'll come up with some solutions for this while we're at break, and then we can go through it.
Sounds good.
Great, thank you. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
BRB, y'all.
BRB for
We back. We back.
User.
Thought it was gonna drop and it didn't.
Drop the drawers.
Welcome back.
And we back. Being forward dicks.
Hard dicks coming at you live.
Hard dicks coming at you. Yeah, we said that. So, your daily 10-day downtime. That's a word.
Since we're doing all this detective
Did
work.
Lilith go back to Blackmore?
Good question. That is a good question. You've not seen her in a few days.
She didn't let me know where she was going.
She did not. So, we'll start with Draven. You sit
Ooh,
in a library.
boring ass.
I know I scored you. And you burned the books?
The Yankees everywhere.
Having a trimmer.
If it's not in our records, it does not exist. What exists? What's that from, Tone?
Boys.
No, from Star Wars.
I didn't even hear it.
The Boys is a great show, though.
It's really good.
Did you watch it? Wow. Okay, so you sit in the library day and night under the lamplight, researching. Yeah, like oil lamps.
There you go. Yeah.
It's still called lamplight. Or it is a lamp.
Or it is a lamp. What do they call it on what is that?
Lightbringer?
No. The other one. Where they make the lamps.
Oh.
What are they called? Quoth. Quoth.
Oh.
Sympathy
name
lamps.
of the wind. Name of the wind.
Using as sympathy lamps.
Fucking nerds.
Cool.
Anyway. Yeah, so you're just now cracking into them books. Nathaniel. They're books. They're booky.
They are books.
So many books.
So many books. You begin asking around about water genasi. Sir. Oh god, I love wasting your time. You sit out at the docks,
Sitting at the dock of a bay.
watching the water.
In time.
Summertime, and the living is easy. And thus concludes day one of downtime. No, so through your downtime, you begin researching the elemental known as Olhydra. It's the elemental prince of water. I guess you need to roll, actually.
Harlem's beard.
Thanks for the free information, nerd.
Yep.
Harlem. Harlem's balls.
Where is that?
Or-
That's an example.
Or Harlem's beard.
Harlem's beard. Cock. No? Okay.
In a room of glue. Now.
Where is this research? You must roll. One more quick.
Roll. Investigation.
Roll a
Incestigation.
d20 and add your intelligence modifier.
21.
21. You learn 3 pieces of lore. So you learn about Elytra, the elemental prince
You
of
fucker.
water. It is a great arch elemental. Very powerful. It's worshipped by aboleths, pirates, evil pirates, evil water genasi, or evil people of the sea hags, perhaps.
Sharks.
No, not sharks. Sharks
Like
aren't
pilots.
intelligent.
Worship by pilots.
By pilots of the
Evil
sea.
pilots of the
Sea pilots.
Evil pilots of the sea.
Pilots.
Evil people.
Pilot their sea craft.
back to whispering, fuck.
And you learn
That's how much we
based on, folktale story, you know that Olhydra wants to return to the material plane and make it look a lot like the plane of water.
Like they all do.
Yep, they're big ol' evil elementals.
Could have told you that without reading it.
Yep. That's the research.
What about my third piece?
found out his name.
Was that not 3?
Those two.
What do you learn?
Big
It's
evil.
Hydra, the water cult, and
Big evil.
the big
Water
evil
elemental.
elemental.
Land of its
and-
worshippers.
And then I
And
learned
then-
that it wanted to turn the world into water.
1, 2, 3.
It's 3 things.
What was the third thing?
Just said 3 things.
It said that I learned that it was a elemental arch thing, and that
An arch elemental.
yeah.
You learned about its worshippers, and you learned about what it wants to
Oh.
do.
What about its worshippers? I guess I missed that part.
Who they are.
Aboleth.
Pirates, evil.
Oh,
Sea hags,
okay.
evil
That
water
was.
genasi.
I thought that was encompassed under the first one. My bad.
Oh, so many.
That'll teach you to do
Empty
research.
fucking pages.
I'm not as smart as my
And you'll know it
character.
says it's always depicted as a great crushing wave.
Manganese.
So there you go. So perhaps if you see that symbol of a great crushing wave, be like, hey, maybe this guy likes Hydra. And that is giving your character knowledge that you as a player may have already known. Maybe why you're feeling a little disappointed.
Do a little bit.
Draven is learning this information that Rowdy
Oh wow.
already knew. Yes, the separating character knowledge from player knowledge. But now they are together.
Did I find out anything about the wand stuff?
That was your research on this. You will need to roll again for that.
24.
24. I'll say since you have less time to do this, unless you want to take like you're researching day and night and you want to roll against exhaustion.
Yeah. Or roll against exhaustion.
Okay, so before that then
Raven has a migraine from staying up all night.
Ah,
researching.
I started a
Guy
coke
named
problem.
Wendell Nettle up.
I'm fine. I'm fine. What? What are y'all talking about? I'm fine.
all right, so for first day, go ahead and roll against exhaustion.
24.
24. All right. Second day, roll against exhaustion.
17.
17. Okay, still no exhaustion. Third day.
17.
17. So you take 1 level of exhaustion there. 3rd day. And with 1 level of exhaustion. Okay. Alright, so that was 3. So 4th day. You have 1 level.
25.
That was day 4. That meets the DC. Alright, 5th day.
18.
18, so that's 2 levels of exhaustion. 6th day.
A full 10 day?
That's
off.
11.
11, so that was. That's 3 levels of exhaustion, so. What was that? Day 6?
Yeah.
Day 7? You got 3 levels?
It died.
That's 18, and I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay, yeah, because you could not pass the rest of them, so you would have died. So
I'd have.
it goes up by 5 every day.
I was just gonna try to go as long as I could.
Yeah. After 10 days, your DC's like 50. So.
And then after I get my rest, then I'll go back at it to just hammering out days.
All right. So after the 7th day, you go to sleep, reducing 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh shit.
You don't get it all.
Then I'll.
So that takes you down to 3.
Then I won't go as hard on it, and I'll just continue out the week as normal.
Okay. All right. So through that, you stay up for 7 straight days, and then you go to sleep. Day 8, day 9. Yeah, so that'll bring you back down to no exhaustion. Give me a roll for that, and
For the exhaustion?
no, for your research now, because
Reroll
you would have had exhaustion throughout this secondary
Okay.
research, so you'll have disadvantage on the check. So you can take the lower roll. Earlier you rolled a 24.
That's gonna be 18.
18. Okay. All right. We needed to go through that.
Does it help that I've done prior research on this and have a baseline?
Yeah, I mean you won't learn the same information again.
Okay. I didn't know if it would help like fine tune that.
Do you have written down what you?
Yeah, I know a base list of elemental properties that I can use. And then I was suggested a few, like a phoenix skull,
Okay.
antimanium, the dragon bone, the unicorn hair.
Right. And you
Phoenix
were
feather.
wanting to learn what? What were
would
you?
be
What was your
better
goal
for
here?
Me,
Better for you.
yeah,
Okay.
to build a wand out of.
So basically, going off of your old research and going on here, you're finding that, obviously more powerful the being, the more powerful the properties are going to be. For you, you should look for, if you're looking to make something very powerful, that would be good for you as an abjurer. And things that have like a tough defensive property to them, like if you could hunt down a Tarask and kill it, and
Jesus. I would just make a wand out of Tarask.
right? Yeah, and that would be great.
That's
Perhaps
all I
like
need.
an eye stalk of a beholder, not the big eye, obviously, but one of its rays, specifically beholder.
Where can we find one of those?
I really don't
Right.
want to have to fight one of those because.
You want this wand or not, Rowdy?
I do.
Ancient dragons, ancient red.
Ancient
Black.
red.
Ancient red would be very powerful. You obviously want to kill bad dragons, not good ones.
Right.
Perhaps even taking down this old Hydra if you ever found it, and harvesting its essence would be awesome.
How do you get the essence of something?
Great to research.
That would be a thing to research.
God damn it. Fuck you, James.
Perhaps a Leviathan, a pit fiend,
Kraken.
kraken for sure. A little kraken tentacle.
Fluffy tentacle wand.
Floppy tentacle wand.
I've named it hentai.
Yeah. Does that satisfy you? Yes, sir. Now, for Nate, you are searching for water genasi sightings. Give me an investigation check. We're doing downtown.
Look.
Downtown.
Luck.
Okay.
13.
Wow. You want to like that one more time?
One last luck.
Can you do that?
Yeah. Okay. 21.
21.
All my luck is gone.
You come up with no information. I'm just kidding.
You were exhausted.
DC was 22. Just kidding. No, you're going around asking traders, travelers, fishermen. You come across this man named Raymond Wells. He's a fisherman. He took out his small boat that he fishes on daily. He was fishing north of that small inlet river to the south of Thorley. And the other day he saw some figures dive into the water. And he was there fishing for some time. At least an hour, he says. And he never saw them come back up. Okay. Perhaps this may be what you're looking for.
So north of that inlet river, south of Thorley.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Could I have gotten him to kind of draw a small little map of
Yes.
the coastline whereabouts he was?
Yeah, he will make a performance check to draw it. It's a crudely drawn map, but yeah.
Luck!
You don't have any more.
Aw.
He's a good artist. Advantage.
Now, you, sir. Give me perception check. That's a natural one.
Perception. I think I'm close.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the worst roll attempt I have ever seen in my life.
At least it didn't go off the balcony.
Yeah, that would have been bad. What was it?
14.
14. So you're sitting out here each night, looking around the docks. One night. Night 4, to be specific. Pacific, as Rowdy would say.
How would you know? I don't talk about the ocean.
You never mention the ocean in my presence again. You're sitting there, keeping an eye out. Some guys come up to you and they're like, "Ugh, fuck you." They shove you against the wall. "We don't like your kind around here." And there's 4 guys. They look like they're getting pretty aggressive with you.
Okay.
They shove you down. Start kicking at you.
Is that what they're doing? Can I like, yo,
Yeah, you can.
Oh, well, I
Just
thought we were
let
gonna
them
roll or
shove them
something. No,
down.
I was gonna
They're
cast
pushing
a
at you.
spell.
What do you cast?
I cast Dimension Door.
Okay, so one of them gets kicking you, just poof. And you teleport up to 500 feet away.
Yeah.
Kick their ass.
And then you just disengage from them.
I cast Fly.
Fly.
I fly above them and I piss on them.
Okay, roll performance. See how strong your stream is.
Oh,
Do some athletics there.
10.
10. Now, give me a roll to hit.
Like, just a standard.
Yeah,
straight
just
14.
Improvised
14.
weapon.
So you just fly above them, and it's a pretty average stream, but you piss all over them. They're like,
Nice.
"God damn it!"
And I just fly over, across the fucking, however I can fly for an hour.
Oh.
And then get down
All right.
across the city.
All right. And then you continue watching these docks over the next few days. About 3 days later, you're sitting on the docks at night. from the south, Thorley. See a figure appear on the docks, dripping wet, wearing robes, walking towards you.
Walking towards me?
Yeah, so like you're like sitting over here against the wall, right? It's just walking up the road towards you.
Okay.
You saw it just come out of the water. It keeps walking. It passes you. Takes a right down a side pathway.
Cast invisible and follow.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
Fuck. Disadvantage. 11.
11.
Do I get straight rolls since I was invisible?
Huh? You still make noise.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop your sound.
Damn it.
Yeah, so as you begin to follow this creature as it goes, or this figure as it goes down a hallway, or an alleyway, it makes another turn. It almost seems like it's heading towards that silver fin, but as you're following it, you step and you kick this rock and it hits the wall, and the figure stops and turns around, and you see it's right behind it this blue line just start going out, and it goes out this way, comes down, and it comes around and forms this blue square in a 20-foot cube. Do you keep following?
Like, is it around me or him?
It's in between you and him. He's
That's
like turns around and he casts it. You see this.
I'm by myself, so
What do you do?
I'll just back up, like, and look at him while backing
Okay.
up. So I can get an alleyway and then I'll dart off.
Okay. By the time you come back, the figure's gone.
Right on.
All right. And that is
I can't cast flying man visible.
about concentration.
What's that?
Yeah.
There you are.
Yeah. Unfortunately, being invisible is cool, but you do still make noise. So
Yeah. Oh,
they all relied on your stealth check. Either there's a fairy fire behind him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
there's a what behind him?
Fairy fire. If you would have walked in it, you would have
seen me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta pass the check.
Fairy fire doesn't matter nothing. If you go into a box of fairy fire, it surrounds you.
Oh yeah, there's a check on fairy fire.
Yeah, I guess it's like a.
There's a dex save.
But
But the dex save's only to see if you get outlined in light. Anything invisible in the box is visible.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, the dex save is for getting lit up yourself.
Okay.
no.
Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, no, so if you pass the save, you'd have been fine.
I wasn't good at this guy. How about myself?
Yeah, that's smart.
Right.
But you saw it come up from the south. Y'all meet up, you talk about
What we learned.
what you learned.
I pissed on these guys. Fucking demons tried jumping me.
Did they pay you for it?
No, they tried jumping me.
You said that figure was where?
Came out the bay, south of the bay. Looked like he was going towards that restaurant in some robes.
The fisherman said that he'd seen figures jump in the water south of Thorley, just north of that river.
I say we check out to see where he might have been going, and then we can go to the bay.
I'm sure he's going to the restaurant. I'm sure he's gone by now.
It might be a place that they're hiding out near there. I did learn of a symbol that they could possibly
Have there
be.
been any more attacks in the time that we were here?
In these 10 days, no.
Would I know of Thieves' Cant? Not like no Thieves' Cant, but know of Thieves' Cant?
I'd say no.
No?
That's a thing for rogues.
Okay.
He hasn't talked about it openly, so.
I mean,
Kind of a secret society kind of thing.
I did learn of this symbol that could possibly be used as a marker to designate, like how shops have, where signs to symbol what it is and who can come in, who can't. So I would say keep our eyes peeled for a crashing wave.
I think
Crashing
we need
wave.
to.
Possibly on an article of clothing or door or whatever else.
Well, if we know they're still coming into the city, maybe we can hunt another one down.
So do you want to head over that way, or do you want to go to the bay?
We could hide out where they're coming. Oh, I guess they were diving down. They weren't coming out. But we could wait and then try to kidnap one and talk to him.
But what time is it?
Right now, can be any time. You want it to be, y'all are just coming back together after taking your 10-day.
Yeah.
Say y'all convened in the morning.
When he would have seen that guy coming out of the
Couple
water.
days.
It was at night. It was, probably midnight or so.
Okay. We can continue to try to do patrols like that, to see if any more come out of the water. Can also keep an eye on the Triton hangouts, see if they start trying to trail any more of them. And follow this shitty map this guy gave me and try to find a location where they're coming from.
We could.
We need to find some pressure capsules. Maybe go talk to our shop owner.
By the way, has anybody noticed where Lilith has gone off to?
I was gonna bring it up, but seems like you were indifferent about it. So
Oh, I mean, I was preoccupied. I just assumed she wandered off with some suitor. But, I mean, I suppose we should ask the guard entrances to see if they've at least seen her come or go, or if she might have been one of the kidnapped by.
Can't you
then
send something to her?
I guess I could. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I don't have that spell prepared.
It's the morning.
been weak.
Okay. I'll prepare that real quick.
Alright. So you're going to cast Sending.
Yeah.
What do you say?
I say, sister, are you okay? You seem to have wandered off.
That's all you want to say?
So far, yeah.
So far,
You fucker.
Sorry, that last bit wasn't for you.
That came by and saw me though. Boy, copper.
Alright, so Sending. You send a short message of 25 words or less to a creature with your familiar. The creature hears the message in its mind, recognizes you as the sender, you can answer back immediately.
Does she answer?
Alone, brother.
I'm fine.
Yatus. Yatus.
I'll send one more and I say, well, where did you run off to?
Waterdeep. On the way.
Long trip.
Apparently she's in Waterdeep.
Oh, God.
I don't know why, but
She said
she's
that.
just left.
Oh, no, she said I've gone to Waterdeep. Going to retrieve the Verdant Star.
Verdant Star.
The rich guy got in the auction.
Oh, God. Should we go after her?
With the war on?
Ask her why she went after it.
God damn it. I'm gonna use up all my fucking spells in one day for this shit.
Go back to sleep.
Hold on, I gotta think about what I say now.
If she knows of some importance, then
Do you need help? Are you safe? Are you alive? Is this really you?
Are you sure that's smart? He's dangerous. You should come back. Or do you need help?
Just here.
Father sent me to get it. I'm fine. He said he needs it.
What do we know about that star? I don't remember exactly.
I know it was like 45,000 or something.
I don't think we knew much else other than that.
big.
That was worth a lot.
Rick's got it.
Yeah, the one that you got pissed off at and almost got arrested. Tried stealing his shit.
I did steal his shit.
Yeah,
No try.
So, what now?
It seems you've been left out of this mission, because
It appears so.
we'll just focus on what we're doing here and try to get back in touch after, maybe?
I suppose so.
We've still got a war to try to curb or
Knowing
curb in our
father,
favor.
knowing father, he wouldn't just send her to the wolves without a plan.
She's a crafty witch.
I don't know why he would need that though.
on my cell phone. Turn it down.
Yeah.
Is there anything we're gonna do immediately? Cause it might be one thing that I need to do.
What?
Stop by a magic store.
I think we should look for
Plan on
some
going
water.
there.
Yeah, we need to look for some water breathing potions or spell.
All right,
Yeah, that's the next
So-
place to go.
we'll head to the magic store.
Oh yeah,
to the
your
magic
pressure
shop.
capsule thing. That was your second. Y'all were able.
You wanna roll for that?
Let's say y'all were able to each get 2. I'm gonna say it cost you, well, if you want to. They're expensive.
Yeah.
Say each one is 500 gold.
So that's
They last for how long?
Who are we getting them from?
From the miners.
and they're
The guys
yeah.
that mine the
Is it just one fits in one? Or
manganese. One
it's a
second.
pill. I know it's called a pill.
6 of them, 500 each. Is that 3 grand?
Yeah, I ain't worried about the money. I got 6,700 in the bag of holding.
Let's see if I can haggle with the miners.
They won't come off the price.
Okay.
This is something that's they use exclusively for their mining.
They can pretty much ask whatever price
Yeah,
they want.
they're the only
for it.
ones that have it. I'll say one capsule will get you 8 hours.
Is there a limit on the depth?
It lets you ignore the effects of swimming at greater than 100 feet.
Okay.
So it's how many did we get of them?
You can get up to 2 each.
Okay. 6.
Mm-hmm.
3 grand. You pour it out of the fund.
And we'll go to the magic shop still.
Go into the magic shop.
Let me look on your magic staff.
The Elder Talisman. Roland Tilcott. You walk back into the shop. Forgot what this guy was like.
So if he was very eccentric at all.
He was a nice guy.
Yes, this is the guy that has the badass rapier.
Oh,
He was
yeah,
like
okay.
super cool with us, and
Yeah.
you know, sat there and chit chat.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's got the best magic shop.
Yeah, this is the.
So, welcome back.
I was gonna.
How can I help you?
How's things?
I
been?
know a couple of weeks ago I asked you about a water breathing spell. You wouldn't happen to have gotten that
Is he
in?
still up? One second, let me open my shop open.
Okay.
I believe I have it on. I always forget how to fucking use this. Huh. Where are my bookmarks at? There they are. Marks. Oh, all bookmarks. And I just bookmarked it on my phone. I think I took pictures of it. Alright. What was your question?
So, about 11 to 12 days ago, I asked you if you had water breathing in, and you said no, but you said you'd keep an eye out for it. I was hoping that you might have come across that spell.
Water breathing.
Try to hawk that focus.
Yeah.
Generate job. Okay. Scroll. Well, I've got a scroll of Death Ward, Glibness, Old Person, Phantom Steed, Speak with Plants, Thunderstep, Zone of Truth, and Arcane Gate.
Other than ones.
Those are the scrolls currently in my possession.
For Rowdy's sake, which one of those are wizards based?
Arcane Gate.
Phantom Steed.
Not Death Ward. How's that one? Phantom Steed. Thunderstep. Oh, that's it. Maybe Speak with Plants, but I'm pretty sure that's Druid. Yeah, Druid, Bard, Ranger.
How much for your Phantom Steed?
Phantom Steed. Interesting, you should ask such a question. As I will now tell you the answer.
Huh, thank you.
750 gold pieces.
I'll take one of those.
I only have one, so that's the
Good.
perfect amount.
How much for...
Would you need two?
I know Arcane
Yeah,
Gate
stop
is outside of my spellcasting ability right now, but I know in the future it could definitely come in handy.
Right.
So how much is that?
That would cost you around 22.5. It is a
1,002.
no.
That's my final offer.
Well, it's about 20,000 low. But yes, it is a powerful spell, and they come with a powerful price. But one day you'll be there.
I'm supposing just the Phantom Steed.
Just the Phantom Steed. Well, that's for spell scrolls. I do have other things.
Those aren't the spell scrolls?
Those were the spell scrolls.
Oh,
but,
okay.
I do have
Yeah.
other items.
I'll get that on the table, and I would also like to ask you, how does one capture the essence of a fallen creature?
It's an interesting question.
For crafting purposes, of course.
Well, if it's a beast, you would need to know your way around cleaning an animal in the field, its anatomy. If it were like a wolf, you would need to know how they're laid out and where to cut to safely harvest
It's more
its organs.
legendary beast of sorts.
Legendary beasts like a chimera.
Say if we ever came across a leviathan or a hydra or
Like an elemental?
mm-hmm.
I would be, again, being familiar with the elemental, knowing what it takes, proficiency in, the arcane arts, and you would need the proper tools to do such a thing.
What would be the tools?
Perhaps a artificer's kit of sorts.
Would I be able to purchase one from you?
Oh, I could put some tools and such together and sell it to you. We'll say 200 gold.
Alright.
It'll take me a moment to gather materials up, but I can get it to you. Anything else you'd like to buy?
Anything you gents would like?
Have you acquired any more healing potions since we were here last?
I've got a potion of healing. I've got 3 potions of supreme healing. That's all I have right now.
How much did you have on the Supreme?
The supreme healing potions cost. It won't cost. Certainly not. 13.50 a piece.
Got one of those. What do you have on potion?
I have.
You got one Supreme, one
As I
Superior.
dig through my bag, I've got one supreme, one superior, one greater.
I have 2 regulars and 1 greater.
Actually, I take that back. I don't have a superior. I just have a supreme and a greater.
One more Supreme wouldn't be bad idea.
No. We are down.
I would suggest we pick it up as well. And I'll also pull out the amulet and hand it to you.
Just focus.
Focus.
Focus, you said to Hawk?
Yeah. Come across this sweet item here. See, you would probably be the
A spell casting focus.
the man that would maybe like to acquire it for resale.
I will give you 2 gold for it.
Gold and call it 12.50 on the Supreme.
Make a persuasion
For all
check.
3 of them?
No.
What do you? No. I meant like, what do you? Just
No,
getting
just
one.
get one.
Oh.
It's 27.
Yeah. So 2 gold and 12.50 for 1 supreme. I have this, and he pulls out this
Like coming out the big fund. One of y'all take the supreme.
I'll take it. Hopefully I'll be farther back than most of y'all.
That was 12.50.
he pulls out this this little bird token with a blue feather coming off the back of it. One qual's feather token. You can toss this into the air, and it will turn into this dazzling, multicolored bird. It's under your control. It can carry up to 500 pounds. While going at its maximum speed, which could take you up to 144 miles a day.
Ooh. Better than the steed.
How much is that?
This is a wondrous, wondrous item that costs a certain amount of gold, which I will now
Is it just
enumerate.
one time use only?
It
Once a day, I believe.
Was that asking Draven?
Fair enough.
Joking.
Yeah, shut it.
Whole person.
I read it.
Counter spell. I don't have.
I rolled a 1.
yeah, it's a one use, or once it's gone, it's gone. You know,
To be done.
it's a
Today?
consumable.
Oh.
Get one get out of jail free card.
I mean, as long as the bird sticks around, it's there.
Okay.
Bro, as long as we don't get the bird killed, basically.
Yeah.
It's a big ass bird, ain't it?
Yeah, 500 pounds.
You can hold all three of
Huge
us.
It costs
500 pounds?
3,000.
3,000 gold?
That's cool, but
It's cooler
You
than
get out
cool.
of somewhere. We're in the middle of the ocean.
It's ice cold.
the
It's ice cold. What do you mean?
So it's
we're in the
cooler
middle
than
of
cool.
the ocean. How's it gonna carry us since we all three weigh more than 500 pounds?
Well, they can carry up to 1,000 at half that speed.
Really?
Yes.
500. I mean, I'm like.
I mean, that's a
I'm
good
like 170.
go for.
What are you?
145, I believe. Last time I checked.
I don't have 3,000 on me, but we have it in the bank.
Okay.
Right chair check.
We can arrange a transfer.
And I have 25. I have 2,800 dollars I can give you now.
How would 2,500 work for the bird?
That is quite the discount.
70
Yeah.
times 3.
Returning customers.
Indeed. But
I think it's
that is a large percent. But you can roll persuasion. It'll
Yeah,
just be a
with-
higher DC.
Oh, 1. Oh, 2 1s in a row.
I do appreciate your patronage, but I have to make money as well.
Yes, yes.
I have 1,000 gold worth of gemstones and 2,000 gold.
Okay. I will accept that.
With that kit, would it
You'll still have to learn to be proficient with it.
right? Would I? What sort of field would it be using? Like, would I be more using arcane knowledge, or would it be survival?
For this
or
specifically would be arcane.
arcane.
I do have this dagger of wounding. If you were interested in a dagger of wounding.
Dagger of wounding. Interesting. Describe its effects.
I've gotten slashed with it, and it would not stop bleeding.
Seem to have left a wound,
And then I killed him
festering wound.
and took it from him, but not before dying and having to be, well, not dying, but passed out and brought back. Same night I lost my foot.
Oh. I'd be willing to give you 1,200 for it.
Make it 15. Quite a nice day.
Is a nice dagger. Roll persuasion.
17.
17. 1,500 would be fair.
How would I become proficient in that?
You'll have to either spend some downtime gaining a proficiency, or you.
How long would it take?
Let me check.
We're gonna do a year downtime now.
Because I remember you could like hire a teacher,
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
or you could try to do it on your own downtime, which is longer.
Let me open up the.
I just don't remember how long the two are.
Training. Giving training and language control thing. But this time is reduced by. What's your intelligence modifier?
My intelligence modifier is 5.
5. So it would take you 5 weeks.
Of downtime by myself.
With a teacher.
Oh, with the teacher, that would be 5 weeks.
5 weeks?
What was that coin called again? Token?
Oh, Qual's feather token. And it's the bird.
So, during your time off work, would it be possible that I could hire you here and there to train me in this?
Yes, I could show you how to use it. Take us some time, but you seem like a smart enough fellow. You could learn it.
I try.
Shall we start now, or are you all taking off?
You gotta go kill some water genasi.
Be predisposed. Something currently.
So we need to leave. Alright,
Well, perhaps when you come back.
sounds good.
You want us to wait in the shop for 5 weeks?
I think it'd only be like 2 hours, right? Then we leave. For the downtime, it's like 2 hours a day or whatever.
No, it's
8
like
hours.
8 hours a day.
Oh, it's 8 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought downtime was like 4 or 5.
No, when you're doing stuff during your downtime, like research or anything, it's 8 hours a day.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Just assume you take the full work day to do it.
It's really full time.
Yeah.
Not downtime.
Well,
I
I mean, you
guess
can
it's the
take
same, but
downtime.
yeah.
You're not. It's downtime from adventuring. It's
Right.
not R&R.
Right.
You can make it R&R. You can go fucking carouse.
Turn it into 10 weeks.
Yeah. So up to you. Oh yeah, and gold costs 25 gold a week. Higher. So it's up to you. You can take this downtime, and you can say you already have a. We could say you had this conversation at the beginning of the week, and you already took the first week to do it. Well, I guess you were researching, so never mind.
Yeah, I was
You'd have
busy.
to. Yeah, so 5 weeks from here, you can do that if you wish, or y'all can go and once you find a more natural spot.
Probably more natural spot.
It's up to you.
Do some more searching on this.
Yeah, I think we need to try to
Maybe once
get
we
this squared away here in Thorley to try. We really do need to try to get him as an ally.
do it
Pretty heavy.
before we fight the Hydra.
We have a
After
war
we
going
find out
on,
we're-
so 5 weeks of downtime while war's going on. Alliance wouldn't matter probably.
I mean, 5 weeks in a war's time's really not that much.
When you need allies
Some wars
now.
take hundreds of years.
Yes, the 100 Years' War. That was a real war.
Yeah.
It wasn't a joke.
Yeah. That was the reference.
So where are you going? Downtimer to fight the other.
Long time to be investigating.
Like I said, we can go do more of that and then come back and do it, you know, once we kind of pinpoint what's going on.
A lot of time wasted.
That's what I'm
Either
saying.
way.
Like, we can go do other things and then I can do it later.
So what's the decision?
You alright moving on?
Yeah.
Moving on.
Ready to go try to find
Fucking wizards.
these fucking Genasi.
Going to find the Genasi.
Going to kill a Hydra without proficiency arson tool.
Yep.
Not necessarily gonna go kill it right now.
Yeah, we just need to rough up the warlocks a little.
Yeah, exactly.
Cultists.
Let's go. Get started.
Y'all get out of here. There's
Oh,
more.
yeah.
And maybe, you
We
know,
need it alive.
maybe if we do kill it, then we can take him to it and have him harvest it for us.
Not if it's got to get in a capsule to go underwater and do a plane and then.
We'll just cut off 1,000 pounds of it, and our bird will.
Rope a Hydra on top of a bird.
Is there? I guess I should say this in character. Is there a certain part of the body that we could possibly bring back to you to extract the essence from? Since I'm not proficient in this yet. Or
What is this creature?
say a Hydra or Leviathan or
So a physical creature.
yes.
Well, for a physical creature, you wouldn't. You could. I mean, the strong parts, you know, heartstrings,
A fang.
strong fangs, hair. If it has a poison or, you know, a piece of it. But I thought you were talking along the lines of like more of an incorporeal being, like an elemental.
Well, that's, you know,
Those are two
right.
greatly different processes.
I'm just trying to spread out the gambit for all of this.
Well, if it's a physical creature, yes, you could bring back a portion of it, but you risk damaging it when you go to extract it. But again, a physical being, you could rely on other skills to extract it. If it's an elemental, you'll need to do it on the spot, or else there will be nothing left of it.
Right. Appreciative.
Depending
Shall we
on
go?
the form. If it's more of got a sturdy physical body, maybe there's something you could do, but if it's more hard to incorporeal.
How do you dissect the
Good word.
water?
Yes, exactly. The question is old as time. There was one man that knew. Tapped his stick on the rock and he dissected the water. And his people just walked across.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fairy tale to me.
Perhaps it was.
Must have been a
Grand
warlock.
story.
But best of luck to you. Don't die. I need returning customers.
Try not
Y'all
to.
have been good so far. The 2 times you've come by.
So if we wanted to buy that dagger of wounding back from you, how much would that cost?
Well, I'd be willing to sell it to you for 2,000 gold.
Okay.
I must make a profit.
Of course, of course.
You did a good job negotiating. So, where to?
What do we know? We know
They were headed towards the Silverfin and that they're in the South Bay. Or it appears to be that they're in the South Bay.
Say we go check out that river bit.
wanna find a boat that can take us along the shoreline.
Yeah.
You.
Buy a canoe.
Maybe I'll talk to that same fisherman. That gave me the map. See if,
Pay him to send us there.
yeah, we can pay him a little bit to take us to the location.
Okay. You wanted to buy a boat?
No. We ain't got enough money for that yet. We're not gonna be pirates.
You can buy a rowboat. Ooh, wait. We could buy a warship.
Yeah, how much is that?
How's your
warship?
wisdom, James?
What I'm-
+0.
Let's see.
we could buy a warship and tell your dad we got a warship.
I don't think he needs any more toys.
He's got an airship.
You get air, land, and
Warship's
sea.
25,000.
Ooh, we can buy one. Yeah.
We need a crew.
Yeah.
Let's just rent a fishing boat with
Well,
someone that
we'll
can
go to the
pilot it.
go to the fisherman that I got the map from.
Okay, yeah, yeah,
He'll
yeah.
take us.
Raymond Wells, the fisherman.
Hola, Rowan. How is it? How are things? Fishing business treating you well?
I can't say it's treating me well, but it's an honest living. Honest work for honest pay.
About how much do you make a day? Well,
That's a
silver.
pretty rude question.
I'm sorry. We're trying to buy your services, so we're trying to compensate you properly.
Oh, for what?
To take us out to the place where you saw the people in the water.
People jump in the water.
Huh. I suppose I could take you there for 10 gold.
Yeah. How about 5 there and then 5 if we make it back?
Sounds fair to me. When do we leave?
That's
Yeah,
like
it's
probably double.
Yeah, he makes a 2 copper a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's like, this is gonna be my retirement.
By so many horrors.
These things are getting wet for weeks.
I might just get married.
I'm gonna get high.
Excuse me. Right this way, gentlemen. He takes you to his boat.
You all
What's
fitting
the boat's name?
The boat's God damn you! And it would have a name.
It's R-O-E. Rowboat.
Bodie McBoatface.
Bloody McBoatface. No, that's not his boat's
Roe
name.
v. Wade.
Oh my god, no.
Hammerhead.
He doesn't cite Supreme Court decisions.
Got him, boys.
Yeah, you got me. I wasn't expecting that. You fucking did.
Raging Rapids. Bubba. Oh, Jenny.
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 Jenny 4.
A salty load.
Salty load.
Yeah, this fucking
The
generator
Fisherman's Feast.
sucks.
Fisher's Feast.
His name Carol.
The booty hunter.
SS Carol after my first wife.
Impala. Swordfish.
Yachty.
It was just on yours. You said Roe v. Wade. But this one says Roe v. Wave.
Nice.
That's good.
Rudder. Ruby Rudder.
The rudder fucker. There you go.
Nice.
Rudder.
And this here's the rudder fucker.
It's fitting.
Oh, fuck, it's rudder. I mean,
fucking rudder.
What's a rudder?
He's
Don't
never been
mind,
to the
he's-
sea before.
He's more
I don't
book
think.
smart, not.
you just sit in the front.
Please don't practice any magic spells on the boat.
let's no fire, no lightning, no thunder, no ice. Yeah,
Acid?
just don't cast magic in
What
here.
about acid?
Definitely not acid.
Oh, mending.
That's fine. If something happens, you can cast mending on the boat and you can fix the little That's it.
Sending?
I don't want you to send it.
Send it.
So, shall we be on the way?
Let's go. I grab some oars. You redder fuckers.
That wasn't part of the deal.
Wait a minute. When are we doing the work?
I'm gonna put my hand in the water and just cast Eldritch Blast as fast as I can.
Oh, no! He starts rowing. Y'all are just watching him. Y'all are all sitting like staring at him. Like,
Just twirling a gold piece.
it takes a while. Say it takes you about 2 hours to get there. This is slow going.
We could have just been walking along the shore.
Yeah, I mean, it would have taken you longer to walk. Just how far it is, but it's a good ways south of town.
Do I? Never mind. I don't have the things I would need. Never mind.
Okay.
I was gonna copy Phantom Steed into my book, but I don't have any material components to do that with.
On the water.
So once y'all get to this point, you'll see where that little inlet river runs to the east. It was about this area. They jumped off the land over there and they dove in. Didn't see him again.
Right. Go ahead and pull up to the shore over there. We'll take a look around.
All right. Y'all go to the bank. Y'all beach the boat there. Kind of pull it up out of the water. This is the area.
Did we find any sign of like tracks or anything lead back and forth? Is it?
Like reaches in his little boat and gets a little stool and he walks over to a tree and sits down. He just sits underneath it.
Does it lead way into forest out off of the beach, or is it?
Let me pull up from here, it's there's some brush and whatnot, but it's more of a kind of a plains area. You see the Small Teeth Mountain to this mountain range to the far to the south, but you can see them on the horizon.
Okay. Yeah, we'll look around for tracks.
Right? Perception.
Not 20.
Your eyes explode.
Yeah, pretty good. 26.
Taking too much information and you have a brain aneurysm. All the knowledge. Looking around, yeah, you find some. They look to be a few days old, but you definitely see some tracks. It looks like maybe there were 3 people that had come through this area.
Their direction that they're coming from.
It looked like they were walking along the riverbank. Which way? Towards the ocean or towards the?
No, the other way.
Other way. All right, so you walk along the riverbank there, and following them, they seem to like taper off and like look like they came from Thorley.
Okay.
It's just like the tracks are leading in the direction towards the city, which you see on the northern horizon.
We send this guy back on his way and hide out and wait.
That or we can take a dip in the water.
You could take a dip in the water.
So explain these pills. Like, so confused on the whole.
You
like,
swallow them and you don't suffer the negative
that's what it
effects
is? Okay.
of being over. If you went 100 feet
Yeah, I just want to make sure it's just something you swallow.
It's literally like a capsule.
But
It'll
doesn't
last 8 hours.
Yeah, you'll get 8 hours of usage out of it.
it let you breathe underwater?
No, it
Yeah.
doesn't let you breathe underwater. You could have water breathing all you want, but if you go deeper than
Yeah,
100 feet,
it'll-
you're having trouble.
Yeah, it'll.
So this lets you
Okay.
ignore the effects of
That's
being
what I thought.
over 100 feet deep.
This ain't gonna work.
Oh man.
No, I understand that.
What's
I just want to make sure I know much. We don't have anything. I can hold my breath indefinitely, unless I lose it. Like if I open my mouth or something, then I drown. But
I
if I
could.
don't talk or nothing, I can hold it.
I could give him my water breathing potion, and I could transform into I don't know, a giant alligator
Maybe a tiny fish.
or a tiny fish.
Well, he can too.
Octopus.
I'm the only one that can't.
Or a
But
small
you
little
can hold your
crab.
breath.
I can't turn it into something. Alter
Oh, you
cell.
can. Yeah, your gills. I forgot. about
Starfish?
It only lasts an hour. How long does the potion last?
that.
Also?
I can't fight or nothing.
Water breathing lasts for an hour.
I think I'd start out with the potion, and then if I needed to, I could alter self for.
Yeah, and I got 2 hours out of polymorph is my max because I've only got 2 level 4 spells.
I need to do some research, I guess, but I can't. If I get hit, I can't stay underwater. I mean, I feel like it's very. I have to like. Can't let out anything. Like I can't like. If I have water going into my mouth and stuff, I'm still gonna drown. Like, I can just hold my breath indefinitely.
Yeah.
If I'm getting hit and someone knocks me in the stomach, I'm gonna be
Hold your breath, or you don't need to.
like. It's not that I can't just. I'm not a water genasi, so.
I thought you didn't need to breathe.
He can hold his breath
Yeah.
indefinitely. So you can go.
Yeah. So if I get hit and I lose my breath, I'm underwater drowning.
What if we just put a ball gag in your mouth?
I'm just saying it's you're stretching it pretty hard for me to be able to fight underwater.
So he can hold his breath, but can't use like verbal components.
Yeah, so you can still use Eldritch Blast in your sword.
I think Eldritch Blast has a verbal component.
Yeah.
Oh, it does?
But you could still use your sword for sure.
Yeah.
But, you know. Yeah. Maybe if you took like a critical hit, you might need to make a concentration or con save to keep holding your breath there.
The risk we'll have to take.
I can't drink any potions or nothing if I'm down there in a fight.
I can't drink anything as a crocodile.
Yeah, only a crocodile.
That's what I'm saying. So, how smart is this move?
It's more of just recon.
Okay, if we just want to do some recon, then I'm down.
I'm sure we'll end up getting into a fight, but knowing how things go, but I think we can handle it.
That or we can go back in town and see if they come back.
I've been trying to find water breathing, I just can't find it anywhere.
We just leave the Thorley with the information that we've gathered and continue on our way.
I mean,
It's always an option.
You could have learned it.
Yeah, I mean, through my spells, but it's kind of a niche situation.
We're by the water. You leveled up.
Yeah, I
I'm
got
just kidding.
polymorph.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
I say,
It's up to you.
I say we go under.
We'll take a little dip around. We'll just swim around a little bit. If anything crazy pops up, I mean,
'Cause polymorph is concentration, right?
Yep. I
Yeah.
believe so.
We're in the same boat.
Okay. So, anything bad happens, we're swimming to the top.
Giant croc has 50 swimming speed, so
50
What's
swimming
its
speeds.
intelligence?
not much.
its intelligence is 2 minus 4, but I retain my.
Oh, yeah. Not with polymorph.
Pretty sure I do.
Yeah, because Jester wanted to be like a fly, and she was like too stupid to do anything.
Polymorph. So with polymorph, target's game statistics, including mental ability scores, are replaced by the statistics of the chosen beast. You retain your alignment and personality.
Is that different for polymorph, maybe?
That fucking hell. Is that a ninth level spell?
A huge giant crab is worse. It's got the intelligence of 1.
You can't alter yourself into like a trident?
You can use alter self to like give yourself kills.
Yeah.
I do not have alter self.
Oh, you don't?
That's the lowest.
Don't you have it?
Yeah.
Seems like most of these water creatures are pretty dumb.
Most creatures are dumb.
They're animals.
Killer well? 3? Hey, they're getting somewhere there.
Underwater. How high of thing can you change it into? CR or what?
8.
Ooh.
Okay,
Which is a dolphin.
Unfortunately, I haven't seen that on here yet.
Dolphin, intelligence 6. You might want to turn into a dolphin.
Do you even need to swallow your pill then?
I can swallow it before I change. Or, yeah, I guess I wouldn't really have to unless I just...
As a dolphin, though, you can hold your breath for 20 minutes. It is a mammal. It doesn't breathe underwater.
And go back up and breathe again.
20 minutes is pretty long.
What's her swim speed?
Dolphin?
Yeah.
60?
Yeah. Sure. Oh. Well done, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
10 minutes, because 10 down, 10 up.
Yeah.
Ugh. I don't think we're gonna be finding. I mean, we're searching for a needle.
Yeah.
In a haystack right here. I think this is a bad plan.
Yep.
I was thinking hide out and try to capture one of them.
Yeah,
Or follow one.
I'm down with that. That's what I said. Maybe go back to town and try to wait for him to come back in. Might be okay. I don't know if they use the spot every time.
So, dolphin's probably your best bet there, Draven. You'll just have to go down and up, down and up.
Throw a giant
I
octopus.
could turn into a cow.
A cow.
Yeah.
Yes, you could, but I
Famous
Failed
underrated
to see what-
swimmers of all time.
You can just be yourself.
like, why be a cow?
I'll just be a human.
What's the intelligence of a like giant octopus?
Giant octopus. I think it's like 4 or something.
What about
That's 3.
of a kraken?
I could be a giant goat.
A giant sea goat.
Huh.
Seagull can hold his breath forever.
Can be a half man, half seahorse, like a centaur, like a sea centaur.
I'm not
So,
fucking
like a
no
mermaid?
fish.
Merman.
Right.
Merman.
We just want to go back.
Half fish, not half.
So you could be like a merfolk.
Yeah.
Maybe through some dark ritual he can change his race.
Go back to town. This has been a terrible mistake.
All right, old fisherman. Noah's back.
Easiest 10 gold I ever made.
No shit. Easiest copper you ever made. You made a ton of them.
10 gold was the price.
I think I said 10 cold.
10 gold.
Said doll hairs.
I said dolphin. Okay.
They already gave me 5 for the trip here. So,
I'll hand him 5 gold.
alright, now we can go back. And he takes you back to town. Well, if you ever want to go out faring the sea again, you know who to call.
We do.
Should turn into a giant
Hmm.
crab and
Raymond
snip
or
his
something?
head off.
Raymond Wells.
What's its name? The rudder fucker.
The runner fucker.
He sure does give a fucking.
Said I can't
Sure
turn
it
into
is.
dinosaurs, right?
Yeah, you can't turn into dinosaurs. You haven't seen any dinosaurs?
That'd been fucking cool.
Dinosaurs aren't real, right?
Turn into a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Do you get hit when
And drown underwater.
little floppy arms trying to swim? Can't even dog.
All right, so you got your capsules, you got geared up, you headed out. Decided,
cold feet.
God damn, this is a bad idea. We don't really have a good way to deal with this. And you head back to town, coming out in the red tin gold.
Gold stench mold.
What
So,
do you do?
shall we go investigate the area by the Silver Fin?
Yeah, I'm gonna go inside the Silver Fin and talk to some folks.
Alright, while he's doing that, I'm gonna go down that alleyway he was telling me he saw that assailant at. I'm gonna investigate for any symbols of the crashing wave.
Huh. All right. So you go over there to that area. I think you found it. The area in which he discussed.
Yeah, I was gonna. I'll
You go with him?
guide him through. Yeah.
He goes
You
with
can go
you.
in the bar.
You'll hold hands.
Be your eyes.
Well, the silver fin is not the bad
Oh
one.
yeah, that's right.
So you go into the bar. You look around. You see many tritons, a few humans.
And water genasi?
I don't see any water genasi.
Go to the bartender. How's it going?
Ribbit.
Pretty good. He's a frog?
Hmm?
He's a frog?
I said I'm doing well.
Oh, I thought he said ribbit.
Nope, didn't say ribbit.
Sorry, I don't speak,
Yeah, you misheard that.
Triton very well.
You one of them racists?
No, why would I come in here if I was one of them?
Well, just to talk
Like
down on us.
It's like a fine establishment. What kind of drink do you serve here?
Ocean water.
Fish piss.
I was trying to think of a good ocean pun, but time beat me too.
Cucumber shot.
About the calamari.
Seaweed.
Blended
Seaweed
kale.
mash.
We got kill shots.
Kelp. Minnow shots.
One of them ink shots.
Not octopus. Fucking idiot. So anyways. What do you have?
I'll have a drink. Maybe some information.
Yeah.
Yeah, got a little
He
bit.
pours you a drink, and he drops a minnow in it.
Garnishes it on the side.
Sorry.
And I do a weird thing with my tongue for a little bit. And I spit it out and it's tied in a knot.
Roll performance.
The minnow.
Let's do 21.
21. Okay. What?
Little something I picked up, on
In my hooking days.
on my sea voyage.
Would you say you like fish sticks?
Well, I mean, not really a gay fish, but
Fair enough. Anyways, you said you wanted a drink and some information.
yeah.
What kind of information?
Well, I've been
Fresh out of those. Just kidding. Continue.
I was one of the ones that caught that killer that was running loose and
Really?
harassing you folks.
I'm not
Was,
racist, boy.
But I think there's more to it than just the one guy that we got.
Really? You think there's more?
I do. Wondering if you'd seen any water genasi hanging around this bar, any hooded fellas kind of skulking around.
Guys in hoods. Trying to. How's a ruckus? Huh.
When's the last time you seen a water genasi in here?
Oh. About a 10-day ago, really. This one fella had been coming in a few times.
Yeah, that's about when we took out the.
So you're saying it was
Murderer.
him?
I believe so.
Hmm.
Is he only ever here by himself?
Every now and then he had a friend with him. But
Really?
maybe a few weeks back, He had somebody with him, another Genasi.
The Genasi. Were they dressed the same?
I mean, they wore different clothes, but I guess I think about it, the overall getup was similar.
Anybody ever talk to them, or do they keep to themselves?
For the most part, they kept to themselves. You know, I guess a few times they'd speak with that bigger Triton. Fuck, I forgot his name. What was it? Something cool.
Yes, they they tried to jump him. They drugged him and tried to jump him. That's when we stepped in.
Oh. They tried to jump him. They always seemed pretty chummy to me, but
Seems like they were maybe picking out their next victim.
maybe.
They were drugging him, and I think they were doing it here.
Interesting. So they were trying
We
to.
haven't seen any since
Well, if you asked me, I would have said they were friends.
has he been in here since?
I haven't seen him in a while, a few days. I think he came in about 4 or 5 days ago.
Seem to be his same sort of attitudes as before.
No change, really.
Any others here that he's good friends with?
I'd say that's about it, really. The Genasi. Him and his other Genasi friend, and then they would speak with him from time to time, going back weeks, really.
What was the one that was?
Trimbus.
Was Trumbus ever chummy with him when he was in here?
No, I wouldn't say he associated with them much. I can't remember them being friends, no.
Is there anybody in here that would know where we could get a hold of? Can't remember his name. Yeah.
Sure someone wrote it down. I mean, he hangs around from time to time in the docks, but he goes out on ships here and there. The larger vessels that go a little further out to fish. He might be back in a few days. I'm sure he's out to sea right now.
I might keep coming back around, see if I can get a hold of him. He was really helpful.
He's a good
Willing
man.
to help. Whenever
Good
we needed
Triton.
him last. Maybe he'll have a little more information for us this time.
Well, if you come by and he's been by, I'll let you know.
Keep an eye out for Genasi. If you see any start coming back through here, be best to get a hold of Winston at the Federation.
All right, we'll do so. If they come around, we'll have it investigated just to be safe. So we'll cut over to y'all. So y'all are investigating this alleyway or just this area. Give me an investigation check as you kind of go through these alleys and you search around in the nearby block.
What was it?
Investigation.
7. I got 1.
Get -1 overall?
Oh, 7.
Oh, 7.
23.
23. I'll say y'all spend a better part of like an hour and a half just searching around this whole block area. And eventually say a good maybe 400 feet or so from the initial alleyway, like going up, over, up, down the street, then turning again, you find this one house. It's a medium-sized house for this area, and you see etched above the doorway a symbol of the crashing wave.
Aha! Found it.
That was a damn good roll.
15 plus 8.
Yeah. Like, damn. Okay. He gets to find it.
8.
Bastard.
My -1. It's 9 more than me before you even roll.
So, what do you do?
What is this shit?
This is their mark of their cult. Must be where they're using as a hideout on land. Should go grab Nathaniel and come back here. So we'll casually stroll off.
Okay. Roll for casual strolling.
Plus what?
Natural 20.
What'd you roll?
13.
Got a swagger to that stroll.
You casually stroll off.
What a natural 20 on a casual stroll.
You look a little out of place, but it looks pretty casual. But this guy, my God,
So casual.
like holy fuck! You would have thought he was up to nothing at all. He's just walking. He doesn't have a destination. He's just strolling through the park, enjoying the nice breeze,
Alleyway.
the sea air.
Uber cash.
Like, fuck, dude. You look at him, you're like, oh, that guy's got life figured out. Nothing stressing.
I'm not even sure he's going the same way I'm going.
Right. All right, you stroll back over to Nathaniel.
Nathaniel.
Oh, looks like y'all had a nice casual stroll.
Where are we at right now? Are we inside the bar or are we outside the bar?
Where were you?
I guess walking out.
Y'all go to open the door as he's opening the door. It's like this.
Oh,
Oh, hey guys.
come over here.
Inside or outside?
Outside.
Oh, okay.
And we'll walk.
Oh, bye, all new friends.
We'll walk around to the corner of the place and I'll say, I believe we found the hideout of the cultists nearby.
During that casual stroll?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Should we investigate it now or later?
Absolutely. We should investigate it.
Alright, let's head that way.
All right.
As you're. Never mind. As you're walking, you realize that Draven asked you if you should investigate it now or later. You just said yes. It weighs on you a little bit, but you continue walking.
Well, what is time?
Just kidding.
We can do it now, but then it will be later by the time we get around to it.
A true paradox. So you approach this building.
It is.
It is a building. He writes a check mark with his chalk.
Take the lock.
Nate is known for having his pocket chalk always available.
Always pocket chalk.
Should I go around to the back, just in case?
We just cast
Have you noticed anybody going in and out of the door?
Not yet. We haven't staked it out. We just now found it, but we didn't want
Are
to...
there any lights on?
The windows are covered.
I'm gonna listen.
Roll perception.
paper thin door.
22.
22. You hear the occasional pitter patter of footsteps.
I mean, this is probably where the cult is on.
Go inside.
Shh. Alright. Go around back. Alright.
Okay.
I'll listen for you.
Alright. Alright. So what are you doing?
I get to the back door and I check to see if it's unlocked.
It's locked.
Can you break it down?
I try to kick it in.
Okay, make a strength check. Athletics check.
Oh, yet.
Roll a 2.
8.
You hear a loud thud, but the door doesn't crack open.
Listen at the door.
I'll try real quick.
Roll perception. You listen.
14.
You hear a voice. What was that? Someone at the door. Get ready.
13.
13. Doesn't open.
Hey, open up.
Who is it?
While he's doing that, I'm gonna attempt to pick the lock on the front door.
Okay.
It's the county investigator. There's been rumors that the water's leaking and the pipes are creaking and that there's too much noise going on here. Open up immediately. We must investigate.
Roll deception, and you pick the lock.
15?
15. Door opens and you see a human face. It's a woman. Look outside. Uh-oh. You don't look like an investigator.
Can you not tell by how I am dressed that I am a part of the state?
That's what I'm saying. Saying you don't look like it.
We are here to investigate these claims. Now, may I please come in?
I don't believe our pipes are creaking
There's been
or
many
water
complaints.
is leaking. Who's been complaining?
Your neighbors, passers-by, the sewage company, the people who work underground. They've even seen the leaks coming from your building.
I'm just looking at him in shock.
Sir, I can assure you.
I can assure you, once my investigation is complete, ma'am.
Perhaps we could schedule another appointment. We were just about
We've
to
been
finish
trying
cooking
to
and
reach
having...
you. Your warranty is almost out.
It's been a year since our last schedule. You've been overdue.
We've been trying to reach you about your extended wagon warranty.
Do you have insurance?
This is very serious business, man.
When have you tried to reach us?
The
This
city
is the
has
first
since-
I'm hearing.
the city has tried to contact you multiple times.
Through what means?
Through
So you're not talking. I'm gonna try to open the door and slide in without.
Okay, give me stealth check.
through letters, through carriers, through
We're on a new luck cycle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do one.
through other cities' employments.
One more. A 4, a 3, and then a 1.
So,
what's the
4
total?
plus
4 plus 4, 8.
Here.
See, ma'am, there are cracks and leaks all over this house.
That's the
I
sound
must-
of the door opening.
Ma'am, I've been doing this
what's
business
going on here?
for many of years, and that is the sound of rusty old plumbing.
She backs up
Plumbing?
into the house.
Close the door behind me.
Are you inside?
Yeah.
Okay. She looks over and
I'll just put my hands up. Listen, listen.
I'll
no
come
trouble.
in as well.
No trouble. No
and like you
trouble.
see inside, you see her. She has a son that's in there. So a boy about 12 years old or so.
Okay.
Inside, it's a
right in Draven's murder wheelhouse.
It's a small enough, it's a good sized house. It's not super big, but see, they have a table set out, and like dinner has been set for 2 at the table.
I want to see if I can see any like wet stains on the floor or anything while they're talking.
Make a perception check.
We're not here to do any harm to anyone. We're here with official business. Federation. We've got an ongoing investigation, and there is some markings on this house that we deem need further explanation.
What do you mean, markings? I thought this was about creaking pipes.
It is. I don't know this, man.
So this is unrelated. You both just come at the same time.
Apparently.
Roll this at disadvantage.
Can I use luck?
Yeah.
So it makes it equal? Or
You just roll again, and it's...
Okay.
Still using.
So I still use my lowest one?
Yeah. So
13 plus 13, so it's 13.
Oh, 13 total.
I was like 13 plus 13.
No.
God damn.
No. Just
why would you re-roll?
13?
Yeah.
What a strange coincidence.
strange day, I guess.
So,
May
I'm sorry. I'm entertaining this gentleman about the pipes right now.
I just rubbed my head.
Perhaps you could come back another time and we could discuss whatever markings.
Got some
Didn't realize I had come across such
I
a
will begin
condemned
my
property.
investigation. I'll start opening cabinets.
While he is doing that, could you please address my inquiry now?
1 second, sir. There's just a lot going on.
He seems to be handling his investigation.
So, in this house, so you have a kitchen table in the back corner. There's like a row of cabinets.
Mm.
There's like a stove top, sink, all that. And then there's like 2 rooms like against the other wall. But it's not like a huge house or anything, but so you're going through the cabinets and stuff right now?
I'm opening them,
14.
but I'm not actually looking at the pipes. I'm like side-eyeing everything else to see if there's any like compartments on the floor or like anything of that crust again,
Okay, so you're like pretending to look in the cabinets, but you're just looking around.
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
All right, so perception check.
That is perception. That's 13.
So over in this area by the sink and all that, just looking around, it all looks pretty innocuous.
Okay.
Where are you looking?
I was just
Like by the doors or
I was looking for the
wet
water,
spots?
yeah, water puddles or
Just looking around, you don't notice any like pools of water or dried water pools or anything. And as you continue your investigation, what are you doing?
Just trying to get her to answer my question.
All right, what's your question?
Like over here, man.
Who's
Please,
this guy?
please.
I'm
We've got the investigator for the Creaky Pipes Corporation. We've got the man following strange signs. What are you here for?
I cast suggestion.
Okay.
Say, I suggest you tell us if you've got any dealings with any water genasi. And it's a save. Yeah. It is gonna be a
Wisdom?
I think it is wisdom.
I think it's wisdom. Check.
It's whiz.
Alrighty.
Nice. Somebody made a good choice.
I can't believe that I rolled that high on my deceptions.
What was your suggestion?
I suggest you tell us if you have any dealings with any water genasi here.
She looks at you. She looks over at the table and underneath it. And you see beneath it, now that she's pointed it out, you see this little crease, and it's underneath the kitchen table. It looks like there might be a trapdoor over there. She just looks at that, and she just kind of backs up.
Man, please just have a seat.
Okay.
Over there with your son.
She takes her son, and she opens up one of the rooms. She leaves the door open, but she goes and sits on the bed.
Shall I go down?
Go there and move the table.
Yeah, I'll have a move the table over.
Quietly.
Stealth or sleight of hand. Whoever's moving the table, if all three of you are, you can do all three roll. We'll do a group
I got
group check.
There's the 31.
31?
I rolled a 4.
So we just
17.
need 2 to. Okay, so 2 pass. Y'all are able to quietly lift up the table and move it over.
Is it like a knob or like a handle or something?
It looks just like flat flooring, but once you pointed it out, you can see there's a little space. You'd have to like stick your fingers in there and pull it up.
Okay.
And before
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell hold on, I'm gonna try this thing out, and I'm gonna try to get a spell slot back with my rod.
Okay.
Okay, so you attune to it.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So you use an action, you get your spell slot back.
Yeah. Cool.
You can use that once a day.
Oh. You can go a little bit.
Put it back in your sleeve.
I sheathe it.
And
All right.
Do you have like little leather tips for the pointy ends?
Yeah.
Very cool. I'll reach down and
It's
give it a
new.
tug, see if it's unlocked.
You feel like you could just open it.
And we'll give him the look.
I'm gonna have my wand pointed at the trapdoor area just in case something pops out.
I heard her up.
I'll lift the door.
You fling the door open. Suspense. And you see a ladder.
Okay.
Leads down.
I like ladder.
Is it dark down there?
It is dark.
Grab a coin and I'm gonna cast light. Oh yeah, I got my glasses on. I got my owl goggles. You can see in darkness anyway, right?
And
Okay.
Draven can't though.
So can we see to the ground?
You can see down. It looks to be about I guess like 12 feet down or so.
12 feet down.
And just looking down there, you can see the ground. There's nothing in the immediate vicinity, but you can tell it kind of branches off both ways, like a little pathway
Go
here.
first. Stealthy though.
You know we're here.
So you go down,
Follow him down the ladder.
follow him down. What are you doing about seeing? Are you staying up top?
I'm gonna follow right down.
All right.
You see?
You have dark vision.
I got tremor sense.
A tremor sense. That'll help.
Okay.
60 feet or 30 feet.
60.
If you hear something, you cast a light.
I feel the reverberation
If
through
you
the
feel
ground.
something, you just cast a light.
And my bird's on my shoulder.
Get down there.
So immediately here, you're on the ground. You see path kind of go both ways, and at the ends you can see like against this wall, like the ladder came down against the same wall that the ladder would be on. You see a door on each side.
I'll go up to the door on the right hand side.
Okay.
Try it.
Yeah, it feels like it'll open.
Give him a look. Does it open forward or backward?
It would open towards you.
Behind it, the door.
Okay. And inside, yeah, you roll initiative.
Gosh dang it! Son of a bitch.
Inside, you see 3 water genels.
Hi.
Working on the pipes.
We're just working on pipe here. Don't mind us.
Working on the leaky pipes.
Maintenance call.
Your landlord.
I am an investigator of the city.
It's like, do these houses even have pipe? Yeah, they have plenty.
Yeah. Oh god, I love it.
There's shit
That's
there.
why I love being like, although I'm not, but I love being charismatic characters just to fucking blatantly lie for no reason.
Had some squares.
Probably. Give it some contrast.
Of course, it all sticks together.
What do you get? Just get some bulletin board. Some what's that?
Poster board.
Yeah, poster board. Cut it out and just
Just
Have it fit over.
yeah, just have it fit right over.
Yeah.
Oh, where were they at?
Oh, we had some.
Is it?
I guess that's just.
Oh, you could use that.
Both the sides. We get that out of there.
Oh,
then
just
put
the two long
yeah,
ones.
just the two long ones together.
Right, and I'm trying to make two separate.
Oh, okay. Because I don't know the fucking. Dumbass.
This is where it all came down.
There's some right there.
Oh. There's one. Yeah, that'll work. Don't have to be a door. You can use imagination. That's
We already in it. Oh, trying to make shit line up. Now we have two nice squares.
yeah.
Look at that. We found all the pieces.
We did it. We did it. We did it. Yeah.
Alright. Where are your holes? So, Nate flung the door open.
Yep.
Done.
Yep.
Alrighty. Where's our cool little hooded figures?
So I can feel pretty breathing here.
You sure it's 60?
Yeah, that's what it says. It's crazy.
I thought I made it. Where's your... I probably just fuck. A lot of times I'll make stuff and I'll set it at one thing and then I'll erase it later. But
Yeah, it says 30 on here.
since then,
Okay.
They're pretty badass.
but it doesn't change everything like easily. There's like a bunch of little tabs, and
I gotcha.
so when I made it,
Yeah, I can still feel everything.
Yeah. you can feel all of that.
All right. So I know there's nothing in that room that's in there.
You know there's people in there.
Oh, I do know.
I'm not gonna put them up there.
Okay. Do I know how many?
Yeah, you know there's 4 guys in there.
Okay. Looks like I'm going to the other door.
Oh yeah. Alright.
Fireball.
Boom. I'll take care of these beasties. Hello.
that arrow.
That's one of the reasons why I wanted to keep this dagger for the drummer sense.
Mm-hmm. All right.
What? So many guys?
And that last guy.
Do you have light on right now?
No.
No.
You don't? Okay.
The last guy we fought wasn't very. Single guy that was trying to kill him.
Not everybody's as strong as you, Nate.
No denying that.
Wow. Alright, so you do that. We're rolling initiative.
Yep. Already rolled it.
Fucking eraser. Here's a paper towel. Alright, 25-20. 19-15.
16.
Then
15 or 14 to 10. Seven and 8. Alright, Draven, you're up. Feeling movement on the ground beneath you.
Okay. Where's the door?
It'll be that last one. Yeah.
Could I open the door here? Being part of this.
free item interaction.
Push it.
Yeah,
would
I
need to be
guess so.
right in front of it?
I think you need to be kind of in front of it, and then you could move back.
Okay.
Your 5-foot reach with like a weapon is like you're swinging a sword out. It's
Go 20 there. I'll open the door.
okay.
I'll step back 2 more, and I'll shoot a fireball.
Okay, so you fling the door open, and then you're shooting a fireball.
All right.
That's one way to see.
Oh, Dukin! Deck save.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it a 4th level fireball too.
Okay.
We're gonna have to sit here for 10. Count it up.
Let's go ahead and start rolling damage.
Yeah.
And getting stuff set up.
So,
Level 8.
3? Yeah, we're level.
that kind of sucked.
Okay. So there's 4 of them in there, and it's a deck save.
Mm-hmm.
18,
Pass.
4,
Fail.
20,
Pass.
and 14.
Fail.
So two fail, two pass.
And it's 30 damage.
Okay.
That's good.
All right. So two fail, two pass. We'll say the two yellow markers failed, and the two on the other side passed.
Sounds good.
It was 30.
Yeah.
All right. So you open the door, you back up, you fling a overcharged fireball in there. It explodes. They'll reel back. They all just kind of stare at you. It's 2, 4, 7. Yeah. All right. So these guys in this room are going to. The guy closest here. He's gonna. There. And he is going to cast a spell at you.
To me?
Yeah, so give me a wisdom save.
I'll go ahead and counterspell that.
Okay, so you, as he begins to cast it, you cast counterspell, dispelling it. This one straight back. Blue one, he's gonna cast another spell at you. Separate guy. Give me a wisdom save.
That would be 14.
14. You pass. Okay. You're able to shake off those effects. You felt your body starting to tense up.
No.
Good thing I got all my luck.
Yeah. I got one left.
Trying to sneak in a room with an old lady and a kid.
Yeah.
Move up here. Cast the spell at you and
Okay.
conjures a knife of ice and throws it towards you.
Dex save.
So you make a dex save, he's casting it at third level.
Oh yeah, I forgot that whenever I did the counter spell, I didn't say it, so it didn't happen. I was gonna say my ward, but I
Well, your
didn't say
ward
it.
goes up when you cast Abjuration.
Okay.
That just happens, right?
I can make it happen or not make it happen.
Okay. So you made it happen.
Okay.
Dex save, please.
Dex save. That's natural 20.
An established react for Draven.
So 23.
23, okay. Oh, he makes a ranged spell attack too.
Dex for splatter.
So 19, does 19 hit you?
Yeah.
So on a hit, you take that. So you take the damage from that. Okay. Take the piercing damage. You get 7 points of piercing damage that you're able to evade the hold. You miss the shard, then explode target and each creature. You succeed, so it's pass or nothing. And then the other one in there is going to cast magic missile at you.
Nice.
And so you 8 points of force damage as those 3 darts whip around the wall and slam into you.
Doesn't even break through my ward.
And then Nate, you're up.
Right. Yeah, I'll take a step forward to the one closest to me, one with the guitar there, and attack with a booming blade. With
Can you
arrows.
get five?
Corner
I
there.
didn't know where the door was.
Oh, nat 20.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay. Right.
but that's an ad. So if he went in, was the door Drew?
Yep.
I need to move over one and
Yeah.
31.
Okay. 31.
Yeah. And he's charged up. I will
Charge in.
bonus action disengage and use my movement to get back out of the room. Around the wall. Kind of like
Will you move him out?
right behind 5 more, nope.
This way?
Yep, right there. So he's got the booming blade.
So run in there, you stick it into him, pull it out. The booming energy encases around him, and then you disengage and dart out the room. And Azur, you're up.
Alright, we just send me up right there in front of the. Yeah, can I hit this guy here?
Yeah.
Or is he in my way?
Now you've got alongside of him.
I'm gonna hit an Eldritch Blast him twice.
Alright, you send 2 beams of Eldritch Blast towards him in the back.
26 and 11.
26 and 11. 26 hits, 11 misses.
For 10 damage.
For 10 damage. Okay. These guys here.
These guys.
Gonna move. No, it
Fucking
doesn't do.
these guys.
I was just making sure he didn't run it out because I was trying to block him in here. But you would have been able to swipe at me if I moved a little bit. Step back now. Back.
All 3 of these guys are gonna pop off magic missiles at you, Azur. So they all just kind of, and 3 force, that white and purplish. 3 from each of them pop up, so 3, 6, 9 darts just fly towards you.
They automatically hit, right?
It's a D4 plus 1.
I'm just gonna do Tomb of Lavestis, so
Okay. So 38.
80 minus 42.
All these darts come in, and right as they're going to hit you, you just get encased in ice. And they all just slam into the side, knocking off chips of this ice encasing you find yourself in now. And Draven, you're up.
You're right here. I'm going to cast slow on these guys because I can't get him.
Okay. What's the save?
It is a wisdom save.
So it's getting all but 1?
Yeah, all but that guy.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3. 19.
Pass.
16.
Pass.
16.
Pass.
7.
Fail.
7.
Fail.
That's 6.
So only 3 pass.
A 3 pass. We'll do the back yellow one, the one closest to Azure, and then that
Okay.
one, the sword one, the one with the sword or whatever behind the table.
Passed. Or...
Those 3 passed.
Okay.
Try to randomize it as much as
Okay.
possible.
And then as my bonus action, I'm going to cast Dragon's Breath on myself at
Okay.
2nd level.
All right.
And that's my turn.
All right. So slow. What's the effect on these guys?
It's a laundry list.
To see if they can attack.
Their AC.
Let me. I'll pull it up.
Okay.
One action.
Their AC
Yeah.
goes down by
I remember
2.
some of it, but
So much. Yeah. that's a
Yeah,
lot.
it's like their walking's half, their AC goes down by 2. They have to roll to be able to cast a spell. They only get 1 action or bonus action.
that spell roll d20 or whatever higher does it. Alrighty. We'll start with the dudes that aren't slow. Make this simple.
And that's also concentration, by the way.
Your speed tab.
Yeah. I believe so.
Alright, so the 2 that aren't slowed are going to send this one in the blue right here. You see him start conjuring up some magic missiles. He's about to send towards you.
He's got a roll on that, doesn't he?
No, he's not slowed. I'm doing
Oh,
the 2s that
okay.
aren't slowed right now.
Gotcha. He doesn't have to roll to hit on those.
They'll automatically hit.
Yeah.
And there are 3 separate darts hitting you. So they'll do
I'll let it
3
go. I'll let it go
concentration
through.
check. Okay. Alright.
Actually, I can't do Dragon's Breath. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Because that's concentration as well.
You take 13 points total of force damage, and you'll make 3 separate Constitution saving throws to maintain your concentration.
I believe I have advantage on that.
So you have Warcaster.
Yeah. So first one.
Roll twice and take the higher. Because you have advantage.
That's 13 plus 5.
Okay. Second one.
14 plus 5.
Okay.
And 10 plus 5.
Okay, so you pass those 3. The next guy is going to start conjuring up magic missile as well. And you notice that it has 4 darts instead of 3.
Make magic.
So this time you take 17 points of force damage, and you'll make 4 separate rolls at advantage with your Warcaster.
So that's 9 plus 5.
Okay.
12 plus 5. Well, 13 plus 5.
Here.
14 plus 5.
Okay. 3. Last one.
15 plus 5.
Okay. So you maintain concentration on that, taking you take 12 and then 17. So
17, right?
17 on the second one.
All right.
Now, this next guy in the red here, he is going to try to cast a spell. He has to roll to see if he can do it. He rolled a 1. Is it 11 and lower? He can't do it.
Gotta pull that.
Or 11 or higher, the spell doesn't take effect. Okay, so he can. So he's starting to cast a spell at you. Feel your body starting to lock up. You need to make a save.
I'll let it go through.
Okay, wisdom save.
19 plus whatever my wisdom
Alright,
is.
you pass that. And killing it.
Yeah.
So many spells.
Yeah.
Rolling
And
advantage is huge. too.
this guy, he can't.
Yeah,
Or
there's a
he'll
few
try
times
to
I
cast a
rolled
spell
some
on
5s and
himself.
7s.
We'll see if he can do it. He can't, so y'all can't see him, but he does a spell on himself. Now it is Nathaniel's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna dart over to the red boy with the staff and take a stab at him with my booming blade.
Alright.
15 plus 8 to hit.
That'll hit.
Oh, my bad, sir. I wasn't thinking.
Good.
For 11 damage.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna bonus action crossbow.
Okay.
9 to hit.
Ooh, that misses. He's just like. And you're just like. Shoot it right past him.
He also has -2 through his AC.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I
Okay.
said he's.
That's why I said even with the -2.
Oh
it
god,
misses.
sorry, I didn't hear that. My bad.
Someone's getting all the rolls and then don't pay attention.
Yeah, 'cause you're calling
Sorry,
people
I
out
was-
when we're not even listening.
Yeah.
Pulling a Jennifer Gardner.
Yeah.
Can I
You-
tell which one's slow?
Sure.
I just want to shoot at the
You see, I'm
slow.
like.
I'm gonna
So
hit
in
him
this
with my
room, it's the
sword.
guy in the back corner.
Yeah, that's the only one.
Okay, I'm gonna hit him with my Eldritch Blast. So.
Alright.
18 and a natural 1.
One hits, one misses.
God, dog. Just do that. Or 7.
7.
Yeah. 7.
Shabong. That's what he.
See, I'm not used to rolling dice sober. The first sober night. Oh shit! Take all that back. I couldn't attack.
Why?
Now my ice melts. I'm sorry.
Tell me Vistus.
Oh man.
Your ice melts.
Went backwards.
And now it's this room's turn.
No.
Takes the whole turn.
Alright, this guy
Incapacitated speed of 0.
right in
Oh,
front of
nice.
you. You're gonna see 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna see 5 darts come up out of him. They fly towards you. Take 22 points of force damage as these 5 missiles slam into you. The one in the back, he's going to conjure up an ice knife and throw it towards you. So he makes the attack roll. Is a 6 plus. Yeah, that's going to miss you. And it explodes regardless. As the ice knife flies past you, it explodes. Give me a dex save.
12.
That'll fail, so you'll take 8 points of cold damage as it explodes by your head, and these icy shards and frosty mist overcome you. And then the guy in the back corner, you're gonna see him try to conjure an ice knife, but he can't do it. I think it still takes his action.
It does.
So he's just like, and the spell fizzles out, and he does nothing. So that's that room. Draven, you're up.
All right. I'm going to cast Scorching Ray level 2.
Who?
He's not frozen. He's not. Neither one of these are slowed, right?
Right.
Neither is he.
He is.
He is. All right. I'll send 2 at him and 1 at that guy.
Okay.
So the first one. I'm gonna go ahead and lock that because that sucked. 15 plus 8.
That'll hit.
God damn it. That one's 14
Total. That hits.
Oh, that does hit?
Mhm.
Fuck, I shouldn't have locked the other one then. And then the last one is 17 naturally.
Okay. Just looking at these guys, they're not wearing anything too heavy. They're just wearing robes, and you can see that, and they kind of have like chain shirts beneath them.
So, the first one is.
They're all wearing these like dark blue robes.
17 for blue.
17.
They're carrying the same type of rod that we kind of got on.
No, none of these guys have something like that.
And the next one is 8.
Okay, 8 for the other guy,
Mm-hmm.
and then 17 for blue.
I believe so.
Yeah, let's see.
My boy blue.
And then 8 for the other guy. All right. So you fire off these 4 rays of, or 3 rays.
Yeah, 3.
By the way,
Scorching Ray.
at the end of those guys' turns, they can try to save on that slow.
Okay. I'll have them all save real quick. We'll go guy yellow standing in the room by himself for that. 8. Guy in red. 20. So he's unslowed. And we'll go guy in back corner. 4. So
I got 2.
yellow's still slowed. Back corner still slowed. And guy in red right here freed up.
All right.
And so now it's these guys' turn. The guy in yellow is just gonna chill, and he's gonna save again at the end of his turn. 14. All right, and then these 3 will go. They're wanting you to come off of it.
He has booming blade for 10 damage. Yep. I will take.
All 3 are gonna just take their. They just have these like stabs, and they're just gonna try to club you with them.
All right. I'm cool with it.
That guy took 10.
Yeah, the red guy.
So he's going to. We'll take an opportunity attack here.
For me?
That red guy.
14. 13.
13 to hit. That just hits. Oof.
See, what would it just.
It's just a weapon attack.
Oh, not booming wood.
Yeah, no booming.
12
Cool. Yeah,
plus
Warcaster.
5. Well, 17.
Yeah.
Max out damage on that.
Jesus. Y'all are popping off. Except for me. I've laid down like 10 damage. Like.
My fireball kind of sucked.
Alright,
Yeah, it did 90 damage overall to people.
That's true.
All right, so now the clubbing begins.
Good way to look at that.
You really have to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what it's for. For hitting a bunch of people with that.
Tried to soften that room up since it was the biggest room.
Alright. That's why I tried just being the tank in this room, so y'all can maybe take care of them. And
17 on the first one. Does that hit?
I'm gonna shield.
Okay.
that's why I was
I'll
trying
miss
to do.
them. 22, does that hit?
Yeah, that would hit.
So one hits you.
You're still at the door.
A good shield though.
I should.
You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage, and you'll make one save, con save for concentration.
$16 plus 5.
All right, so you maintain, and then Nate, you're up.
Okay. On the line.
I only
with
took
the
7
guy
damage
in
because
red.
technically my ward would have been up from that 1 for my spell slot. Because it comes back with 1 life depending on my spell slot that I use, and it was.
Right.
I was just letting you know.
Oh yeah, you get
so
1
if you
point.
like went back and watched the video and you're like, he's supposed to take 8.
What do you mean?
Like per spell slot I use.
Yeah, you get 1 back since it's a first level spell slot.
Yeah, so instead of 8 damage, I just put on 7.
Oh, okay, I got you.
14
didn't
to
want it
hit
to
the
look
guy
shady
in red.
on video.
14 to hit the guy in red.
Okay, that hits.
Okay.
I understand what you're saying. I wasn't following it first.
$23.
23. He did. Yep, behind him and you just run him through in the back and you pull your spear out. He drops down dead.
Go ahead and use my bonus to shoot my crossbow at the guy in black, the yellow guy.
Okay,
6 plus 7, 13.
that hits.
6 plus 4, 10 damage.
You hit him in the throat. He's struggling. He's he's still kicking. Azure, you're up.
Move here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast lightning bolt.
Ooh, nice.
Hell yeah.
All right, dex
Dex
save.
yeah.
Good. Last spell.
All right, so we'll do the one directly in front of you first. 14.
That fail.
And the one at the back wall, 5.
Fail.
Both fail. Give me 8d6.
Go ahead 9, because
Oh, you upcast it?
it just automatically is my warlock.
Both casting
It's
it.
Oh
all
yeah.
fourth level.
You only have 4th level spells. 96. Pretty cool. Two guys that have been hit.
But there's only one that's still slowed, right?
32.
32.
Yeah, just got in the corner, right?
Yeah, just a guy in the corner.
32? Nice.
All right, so you run in there, get against the wall, you swing your sword. This lightning bolt just crackles from it, slamming into the wall, going through the wall behind it. And the guy in front of you, there's this huge hole in his chest as he just drops to the ground. And the other one has these electrical burns all over him, but he's still up. He looks really hurt.
That's the one that's still slowed.
Yep. And now it's this room's turn.
Yeah, that rod helps me.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have had it. I would have been out now.
Thing is, warlock thing. Once a day or long rest.
Yeah, once a while. That's why I cast it suggesting. Okay, I'll just get rid of it.
Okay, so give me a wisdom save, Tone.
14 plus 3, 17.
So you pass. And this other guy that slowed, he's gonna walk up to you. all slow like, and he can still take one action, right?
Yeah.
I think he has to
Yeah.
roll for
If it's a
it's
roll
spell.
for
It's
spells.
Yeah.
spell, yeah.
spell, not attack.
On turn, it can either use an action or a bonus action. Okay. He's gonna hit you with the stick. 18 to hit.
That misses.
So he swings, and you're able to get out of the way.
And he can save now on that again.
17?
Yeah.
Alright, so that time he passes.
Yeah.
But he's hurt, and Draven, you're up.
Elemental Aegis is +8 now.
There's the door there.
Mhm.
Alright, I'm gonna Misty Step.
Okay.
Right there. And I'm going to cast at a 4th level, hold person, and get those 3.
Okay. So we'll go yellow guy in the middle of the room. Wisdom save. 14.
Fail.
We'll go blue. Natural 20. And then yellow guy in the hallway 6. So you hold 2 of them, 1 resists.
So blue is free.
Blue's free. And it's his turn now. So that drops slow. Is
Yeah.
slow concentration?
Well, slow
Yeah,
is
all of
already.
them were already.
Oh yeah, they're all
unslowed.
gone. Yeah. All right, and blue guy is going to.
Fucking piss.
Right.
Pete only got a night. That's pretty cool.
A group of guys.
Yeah. Group of old
You ever seen a
racists.
blue worm?
He's gonna conjure up 5 missiles and launch them towards you.
At me?
Yep.
Freaking guy.
Achoo.
Take 23 points of force damage. That'll be 5 rolls for your thing.
13 plus 5.
Okay.
18 plus 5. 15 plus 5. 14 plus 5.
One more.
Ew. That's gonna be 11.
11 just saves.
DC 10 for.
I was
below
about
10.
to have to. I was gonna luck that if it didn't. It's
Yeah.
like fuck that.
All right. And hold person. At the end of their turns, they can make saves again. Their turns are ending. Got yellow in the middle of the room. That won't pass. And then yellow in the hallway. 14 again. Yeah, so they both continue to be held. Nate, you're up.
I'm gonna run forward to the blue guy and booming blade attack him.
He's gonna
7.
shield.
17 plus 8. Okay. Oh,
That'll still hit. Right. He's just reacting that way right as you're running up to him. It's just his reaction.
Okay.
But it'll still hit.
For 18 damage.
18. Run up to him, you just run him through, you pull out, he drops to the ground.
Then I'll bonus action shoot my crossbow at the other one standing there.
Okay.
10 plus 7 to hit.
That'll hit.
6 damage.
You shoot him right between the eyes as he drops to the ground dead. Azur.
My sword at him once for now. He's
Alright.
looking pretty hurt, right?
Yeah, he looks real hurt.
Natural 1.
You swing and
again.
miss.
Natural 1.
Wow.
Whoa.
That fucking pad in there.
He's just like,
In both of them.
and then he's just gonna swing. Or he's free now.
There's only one being held right now.
Oh yeah, I was saying he got out of the
Oh
slow.
yeah, yeah.
He's gonna go ice knife, 3rd level. Both roll to hit misses. Give me dex save.
Natural 1.
What?
Are you serious?
3 in a row.
Wow.
Holy shit.
You take 17 points cold damage as it explodes, sending ice shards and a frosty mist sends a shiver down your spine.
Fucker.
Wow.
And then the guy in the back, I think he's got one more like this too. He's gonna do an ice knife 3rd level and launch it at you. 13 plus what is it? It's 5, 18. Miss. Give me dex save.
There you go.
21.
All right, that passes. So you take no damage.
Roll 19. Thank God.
Damn.
Draven.
Alright, with my free action, I'm gonna pull out my dagger.
All right.
After that, dude.
So you're gonna make 1 attack.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You have advantage. I believe with old person. You'll be paralyzed, and it'll be a crit if it hits. You don't have advantage.
Don't have advantage.
Okay.
Oh no, yeah, you do. Attack rolls against this creature have advantage.
Okay.
So you do.
19 to hit.
The guy you was killed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he wasn't. Yeah, that'll hit.
There's one of them that you don't.
And that'll also be a crit, right?
Yeah, it's if they're incapacitated.
I think it's hideous laughter.
Yeah,
Well, no, they're on the ground.
and it's a crit since he's paralyzed.
Okay.
On the ground. I think it's whenever I do hypnotic pattern, I think it's maybe.
It's definitely hideous laughter. On the ground, they'll have an advantage. So yeah. So yeah, it's got to be hypnotic pattern.
Things.
18.
18 damage.
Yep.
You pussy.
I roll pretty good on those.
You run up and you
Yeah.
stick your dagger in his gut, pull it out, and he's still up.
Get like a D6 lightning or
Mm-hmm.
On a 6.
yeah, 2D4s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad.
I don't know.
Right.
Not bad at all.
It's his turn. He's held, so this will be the end of his turn.
The D.
15.
15 fails.
Still held. Nate.
I'm gonna double back to the room that Azur is in. Take a look and
The guy directly in front of Azur looks very hurt. The guy behind the table looks like he hasn't been hit yet.
You're 25 right there.
okay. I'll go ahead and use my bonus action to dash around to the guy in the back of the room.
Then he comes speeding into the other room.
Guess he'll get an
Opportunity
opportunity attack if take it,
That guy.
and I'll attack this guy with
Swing his stick it. And he missed.
16 plus 8 to hit.
That'll hit.
20.
One target.
8 and a 6.
Run up behind. You stab your spear at him. He kind of gets out of the way. You make a big gash along his thigh.
Then I'll use my bonus action to.
You already bonus action
already
dashed.
bonus action.
Azur.
I'm gonna swing my sword at this guy.
Try your worst.
That'll be a lot better.
And 12 plus 7, 19
That'll hit.
Nice.
for 8 damage.
Try your. You just slice up through and cut his throat as he's trying to shit talk.
Can I get to him now? I'm gonna swing my second time at him.
All right.
Got advantage on that.
Ooh, 14.
That'll hit.
7 and a 4. For 11 damage. I don't want to do a bonus action because I'll sling him into.
Yeah.
All right. So you run up, you make a slash, you cut him across his other leg. He's like, no, my legs! Fuck. Fuck, man.
Me give up. No. Wanna question him?
He's like, oh, I'm in a bad spot.
Better do it this round because I'm a. Fuck you.
taken off.
I cast Booming Blade on him.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you have Warcaster.
Natural 1.
I have a 13 to hit with Eris.
Yep, that'll hit.
Yeah, I got 1. Didn't matter. A fourth natural 1.
Plus 5, 13 damage.
13. Alright. So he makes it by, and you hear him up the ladder. That was 15. It's 15.
Okay. You still got a dimension to work on you.
And then that'll be Draven.
Alright. I'm gonna step.
So you're gonna stab once?
Yep.
You have 1 attack.
It sounds better.
You make
step.
your single stab attack,
Natural 20.
and you hit.
Nice.
It's a critical anyway.
So double critical.
Nope, just a critical. And you don't need to roll. He's very hurt. You just plunge it right into his forehead. You pull a dagger out, lightning fries him. He didn't wet the sponge as he drops to the ground.
Oh, shit. He's up the ladder.
Then I'll go 5 up the ladder.
How'd you know you went up the ladder? Oh yeah, you have tremor sense. Good job. And you're going how far up? You have 5 foot of movement,
Yeah.
so you're just 5 foot on the ladder.
Yep.
All right, Nate.
I will use my movement, action, and bonus action to max out my movement
Okay.
as far as he is.
You could bonus action dash and move, and you'll catch him.
Okay, I'll do
And
that.
you'll still have your action. He's upstairs. He's about 5 feet from the front door to leave.
I'll
All right. Up the ladder, stepping on Draven's head as you go by.
I'm gonna luck
Stepping on
that.
my fingers on the ladder.
Yeah.
My last luck point. Nice. 27 to hit.
That misses.
He casts shield.
He casts super shield.
Yeah. Level 5 shield.
That's cool.
Gives him plus 500 to his AC.
Oh wow.
16
Indestructible.
damage.
16, you kill him. So you run up there and you stick him right through the throat, pull it down. Drops to the ground,
In
dead,
front of the
bleeding,
wife and
all over
child.
there. You look up and you see the woman, and the kid just starts crying.
I'm gonna fling the blood.
I thought you were just here for the pipes.
That was the other guy.
Oh, your pipes are fixed,
You had
man.
an infestation in your pipes.
Wow,
Exterminated the vermin.
you dirty bastard.
Ask her, where are the rest of them?
I don't know.
Why were you harboring these murderers?
They threatened me.
Did I hear the body collapse upstairs?
Make a perception check.
Why did you not bring this to the authorities?
They threatened my life.
19.
If I told, they would kill me. Yeah, you hear the body drop.
Alright.
That's how little faith you have in the guards here?
Yes.
Well, I'm sure you'll be hearing from them.
Okay.
Unless you want to come with us and we'll put you in a safe place.
I'm gonna.
I don't think anywhere with you is safe.
These guys were killing citizens of Thorley, and we had a deal with the king to find out what was going on. Cleanse the streets.
I understand they're bad people. Again, they threatened my life and my safety, the safety of my child, if I didn't allow them to stay here.
We apologize for barging in.
At least part of that problem's gone.
How many more have you seen that wasn't here?
I think 3.
3?
Their leaders, at least the ones that seem to be in charge of them. That was just all that were here were still low-life thugs.
We could pay for a hotel or an inn next 10 day, and we'll stay here, and if they come back, we'll finish.
Okay.
I'll hand her. How much should I give
Give her
her?
about 10 gold.
Yeah, I'll give her 10 gold.
Thank you, sirs.
Um,
She leaves with her kid.
I'm gonna cast light and investigate the basement to see if there's any like notes, journals, anything that might clue us in on what's going on.
Looking
here.
around through the basement, going through their papers and whatnot that they have, you see like a list of tritons and stuff that they might target. Ones that they've noticed that sit alone, and it seems like they're based on their writings and whatnot from this journal. It seems like they're trying to cause a war or a battle, at least between the Tritons and the people of Thorley.
It's the
just as
Manson
you-
family.
Not quite. They're more trying to start this up along the lines of you're thinking to thin out the ranks of the Tritons in Al Horseth.
Before they make their move.
Yeah, so that's what you gather from here. And like the woman said, these were henchmen. There's a few more that work with them. They seem to be. She thinks they're at least the leaders. So
So I'll go through and I'll clean up the place of the blood.
all right, so you start cleaning up all the blood.
Yep.
I'm gonna drag
and
that body back down to the others.
Okay.
Clean up that mess.
All right.
Dragging the body.
Do we want to alert the authorities? Get these bodies out of here.
Say not. Oh,
Maybe they could be watching the house. I don't. Maybe not bring that much
I
attention.
would say it would be a good idea to at least inform the Federation of what we found in our plan, because the Federation won't get on our way. The local police may, but
rather than one of two crash here.
I'll
You're the sneakiest,
it's,
so you go and talk to the Federation's on it. Here. Raven's sending your message to the teacher back here.
sounds good to me. Will you pick up a few components for me?
What you need the fine paper and the ink and
Yeah, I just need like $20. No, because it's more than that. It's 50 worth of components to be able to copy that spell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can go pick all that up. We'll stop here. Y'all lay down and go to sleep. You each gain 1,200 experience. Yeah, 1,200. Y'all, and that was session 31. Amnian Nights, the Blackmore Saga.
Get to use my trimmer sense. That was fun.
The tricky dicks. The tricky dicks.
22.
Oh yeah, so next week we will be off. Or it is fantasy draft.
season.
Yeah. I think most of mine are on Saturdays, but another Friday one might pop up. I don't know yet.
Maybe
Yeah, Reddit's might be a Friday. I think they have it set for Saturday right now, right?
Where are they doing it at?
We did it at Chad's last year. That was the Reddit one.
2 of them at his house.
Yeah, we used to always do it at Reddit.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why we don't do it there anymore.
Probably won't.
Be lame. It's the pastor now, isn't it?
Also,
He's the pastor now. You can't.
All right, so
Ed is the pastor now, so
we'll have episode 30 up probably this weekend, and then 31 will come after that. We actually ran through the whole time and never cut out on us tonight, so
That's great.
it's a plus. But if you like our videos, you can follow us here or at Iron Lich Gaming on YouTube.
Or get fucked.
Or get fucked, you little bitch. Love us. All right. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks.